Boom. What's up, metalheads, freaks, and geeks? What is going on? Woo! What do we got going on, man? Welcome to the Whale, number 7. We are live entertainment, man, featuring some of the most talented musicians you never heard of. Thanks for being here, and we hope that we can entertain you. Right on, man. As you may know, Hugh Caldwell was on the banner, but he had to gracefully bow out for technical difficulties. But no worries, we're going to get him on another show, man, as soon as possible, man. The individual you heard there was Wesley John Harrop, man, also known as Hurricane Moon, who is now trying a new venue in the sludge doom desert rock realm of music making, man. And he's doing a fabulous job, man. He's going by Dread Nephilim, and the song was The Captain. Why did I bring that out first? Because he's doing a brand new album, and it's dedicated to moi, the hippie, man. I'm more than honored, and the album is kick-ass. And if you even appreciate what it takes to make a song today in any genre, as you guys know, man, you're all music makers. You're all, trying to make the next smash hit and stuff like that. But Wes went out and made a whole album, dedicated it to the hippie, which is basically irrelevant. I'm glad that like I said, I'm honored that he did it. And boom, but the music stands on itself, man. The man is a hell of a musician. He put together a 10-track album EP that we're going to showcase here, and we're going to do an album release show for him on November 3rd, man. So I hope you guys show up for that. I'm going to have it in the cards here in a little bit and stuff like that. But we're going to do an album release just like we did for Gary Hubbs, man. And I know our metalheads are going to love it and dig it. And anybody else that knows what it takes to make music here on YouTube in general, or even try to attempt to put an EP out for sale, you're basically bearing your soul to the world, saying to man, here I am, man. What do you think of my music? I thought enough of it to already go ahead and buy the album pre-sale before it even was released over on Bandcamp, man. I'm hoping you guys dig what he's putting down over there. Again, he's going by Dread Nephilim. And the song was The Captain, man, dedicated to the hippie. He dedicated the whole album to me, man, because he knows that I dig sludge, doom, and stoner rock. And boom, Wesley did a hell of a job on it, man. And Wes, I really appreciate it, bro. Rock on. November 3rd, we're going to do an album release party for Wes. And I hope you guys can show up, mark it down in your calendars. I'll set a reminder for you a couple days before the show. Man, I got a busy week ahead of me coming up. Today, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a show. And then Tuesday, we're jumping it right back off with another Whale show. Apocalypse Now. Did you hear the chopper, man? Wow. Yeah, they get close sometimes. I'm right in the flight path of Elmendorf sometimes, so yeah, I hear choppers. Woo, Hetriani's in the house. Yeah. What's going on, man? Let's get back on track here. Woo! Like I said, I got a very busy week, man. We had Sunday's show, today's show, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday show. We have an awesome mom show coming up for you folks. And I mean, it's awesome. It's off the chain. The most original songs and tracks made for the show thus far. I think we're at 16 or 17 originals, something like that. Please get your songs in before the 27th. I need to have them on the list and ready to roll. And so if you're making a metal hit, send it to me. If you haven't seen anything on any of your comments for a metal song that says "See you on Mom," then you're not on Mom. It's just that simple. Because everybody that sent me a video or everybody that entered into the Mom show has either gotten an email from me saying thank you, see you on Mom, and or in the comments for a video that has come out pre everything, meaning we have 16, 17 original unlisted tracks. We have six to seven unlisted covers, and then about 10 or 11 pre-released metal songs during the month of August. So we're at about 33 songs so far, man, and that's probably the biggest list that we've had for the Mom show. And I'm very proud of my metalheads for contributing to that, man. You guys totally rock, man. That show is going to be going off Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be there Saturday. Friday, the 907 Global Music Co-op will go off like it always does. If you have an original song, please email me the link and I'll get you on the show. Doesn't matter if you're from the U.S. or Europe. If you have an original song, please send it to me. Just the link. That's all I need. I'm looking for the most recent tunes that you guys put out because I'm trying to play the most recent relevant music from the community here. There's enough of you guys that put out music on a regular basis that we can fill up these shows. All you have to do is stay busy, keep me busy, and we'll keep playing the community's music, man. So like I said, busy week. Friday, 907 Global Music Co-op, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Mom Show, the Month of Metal, 7 p.m. Saturday night, East Coast time. And the Hippies Musicians Montage on Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then right back to the next W.A.L.E show, which we're hoping to have Bradexample, Rick Romanelli, Hugh Caldwell, and Mr. Rock. If we can pull that show off, that's going to be a spectacular show, man. Right on, because those guys are hellacious in what they do, picking and singing and all that stuff, man. So it's going to be a great show. Right on. Boom. So what do we got for you tonight, man? Up first, we're going to have Dominic Torregrossa pop in. Then we're going to have Francis DiMarzio come in and blues our brains out. And then we're going to have Ian Luckett maybe coming on last. How the show works is we bring the people on, we talk to them for a few minutes and stuff, play a few tunes, move on to the next guy, same thing, and then we bring them all back in. We have a small little discussion between all four of us or whatnot, and then we see what's going on with the folks, and then we go back and we have each one play 2 more songs on their catalog, and boom, and then we just head out with the last individual that's playing for the night, man. So we're here for about 2.5 to 3 hours tonight. We have 3 gentlemen here that are going to do their very best to entertain you. And boom, right on. So let's see what's going on here. Boom. Uno momento. Boom. Mr. Torregrossa, how are you doing down there? Are you ready? He's ready. Here he comes, man. Watch out.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, Jeff?
Boom. It's Dom Torregrossa. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Good. I got my pajamas on. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. You all relaxed? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
we
real
want you
relaxed.
comfortable, man. Yeah.
Thank
we
you.
want you comfortable.
It's very important.
Yeah. So you were on a W.A.L.E show before, correct?
Yes, I was on one of the earlier ones and went through the same issue. I couldn't perform through my DAW and during sound check my old interface crapped out. But I was lucky I was able to just play live right from the computer mic.
Right on. Yeah, it still came out pretty good though, man. I mean, we may do. That's what you got to do sometimes. All right.
That's the business.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you, man?
Just working. Unfortunately, uh, just working for a living has become my last couple of months, and not too much, else going on. Working, spending time with the kids and the family, and trying to play music when I can.
Right on. So, what have you done? Give us a little hint about what you've been doing since the last Whale show,
Well, I
as far as what
released
you put out for music and stuff like that.
a good, probably like 4 or 5 songs. I did Sweet Senorita. Um, I just released, oh crap, I don't even remember the names. Uh, a song last week. There's been a couple of them, like 4 or 5. I put up some kind of partially finished demos that I've done, and uh, I guess that's really about it. And I have stuff trying to work on.
Right on. So, how's life been treating you in general? How you been doing?
Everything in, got no complaints.
Yeah.
Luckily, life is good.
Rock
Life
on.
is very good.
So, give the people a little bit of your music history, how you got started, where you were in the very beginning, maybe some of your teenage years, maybe your first gig, and what led you to where you are today. Just a little brief.
So I am a child of the 70s. Typical kid around 12, 13. I heard Kiss. It was everything my parents hated. It was exactly what I wanted. From there, I used to play a tennis racket so much that my parents bought me a guitar. And, that was it. Took guitar lessons. I was probably 16. I was in my first garage band. Me and my friend Nick, who's a drummer, playing like the same song for hours at a time in our garage.
What song was it? That's what I want to
Oh, I
know.
don't even know the name of it, man. It was something we made up. From the very beginning, I've always been writing my own music.
Right on.
That
Good
was
deal.
something I made up. And then in high school we had a pretty popular heavy metal band called Tempered Steel. We played all over Long Island.
Was that
Won a
a
bunch
cover
of
band or
battle.
what?
No, it was all original. I mean, we played some
Oh,
covers, but it's basically original. I wrote most of the music. It was a 5 piece. Me and my cousin both played the lead. Bass, drums, and a vocalist.
right
And
on.
then I got in a, what was it, 1985? I got in a big argument with my dad because I said I was going to skip college and try to try to make a go at a music career, and he told me what he thought. And I joined the army and left like a couple months later, and kind of took care of that. But even and then in the army, I played in like a bunch of punk bands in Germany. That was a lot of fun. After the army, I played in a bunch of bands. We play live a lot in New York City at places like CBGB's, Continental Divide, the Pyramid Club, and
You
then
made it to
maybe.
CBGB's?
Oh yeah, I played a couple times. I
Oh, right
mean,
on, right on.
like a Tuesday night, but still
Did you
play
get your
there.
shots before you went in there and
Oh,
stuff?
it's nasty, man.
Oh, I
That
can bet.
that bathroom is legendary, the
Oh,
grossest place in
I'm
the world.
crawling right now.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you held it for sure. You don't
Oh,
eat
man.
tacos before you go to the CBGBs.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe somewhere in the mid 90s, I got tired of playing in bands and I just went all acoustic. And like for like 10, 12 years, I did pretty good. Just me and my guitar. It's kind of funny, especially back then. If you were in a band, they want you had to sell tickets in advance. You had to pay
Yeah,
to
yeah.
play. It was you got no respect. But then you just pick up your guitar and you go to a restaurant and they'll pay you like $400 or $500 because now suddenly
Yeah.
it's for the customer. So I'm like, hell, this is great. I don't have to share the money, no gear. So I did that for quite a while, and until I got busy with a life and packed it all up.
What's your greatest accolade in music? I mean, what's the thing that you're most proud of?
It's sad because it goes back to high school. So the band was called Tempered Steel. We were like, I thought we were really good. Um, and we played the Seaford High School Battle of the Bands. We opened with War Pigs, went straight into the Trooper, and then we played two original songs. One was called Satan's Revenge, and another one was called Alive or Dead. And we
Of
got
course.
the place went absolutely bonkers. Like
Yeah.
people were going fanatical, and they wound up pulling the plug on us.
Oh,
And the guy walked on stage and was like, "Tempered Steel, here, you win. Please go." And and it was my Al Bundy moment.
right on,
Unfortunately.
man.
But
Yeah.
and there's been a lot of good moments since then. But that was probably the most, the one I hold on to the most.
Right on. What's your as far as you, what's your favorite song that you feel that you've ever created, and that maybe you had a hard time, you know, did you get past it? Did you feel like you could, or is that the best one you ever had, or did you feel like you could get something better?
I like to think it's the song I'm working on now that's my best, but that's just because if I don't believe that, I may as
Yeah.
well stop.
Yeah, hang it up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a very reflective writer. The only reason I write music is because I have no other way to get everything out. I go crazy. So I have a lot of songs that I, they're all they're very important to me. I hold on to them very tight because they're all like little parts of my life. And they've all taken me to deal with things I don't know how to deal with. Maybe not so much now. Now that I constantly writing stuff now, and it's a little less personal than it used to be, but
Yeah.
it's still there. Probably some of the things I'm personally most proud with. The Hard Road is, as a guitar player, my proudest moment because. I had the idea in the song. This is after not playing for 22 years. A few months into playing, I recorded The Hard Road, and I was rusty as crap. And I just decided one day I'm going to do a 1:45 guitar solo right in the middle of the song. I'm going to make a new piece of music, cut it into the song. And it took me 3 weeks to record that guitar solo because the first week I spent just on a metronome trying to get to speed again, and then sitting down and writing little licks by licks and combining it. I wound up having like, originally there was like 17 or 18 separate tracks of me going on different tracks. And once I had the whole solo laid out, I was like, all right, now I have to learn how to play the damn thing. And maybe like another week before I can actually play the whole thing all the way through. So every time I hear it, it's not the best guitar playing in the world, but it was like a big deal to me. So that one is really big to me, and Winter Willow's really big to me for a few reasons. One, because it's like one of the first times I ever I jam a lot, and what I do is like usually at night I'll just turn on my DAW and put on a drum beat and just start playing my guitar. And if I like something, I try to give it a name to so it's not Project 42, something that stands out. And I usually name it the way I was feeling at the moment. And when I closed the project, I wrote Winter Willow. And I was thinking about it the next day. I'm like, that is such a really a good image. And I'm like, I want to write a song called Winter Willow, and the whole process it took on, So it was like the first time I really sat down and said, I am writing this specific song. Usually songs just come to me and I build them as I go. So that was one part of it. And then the other part of it was I could not sing high enough. The song starts like the first note of the song is the highest part I sing.
Yeah.
When I sing, because I'm not really a singer, I can go high, but I couldn't start high. So like Chris and Janaea were actually giving me lessons on how to breathe, and and so when I was able to do it, I felt pretty good about myself. So those two of recent are probably like important songs to me.
Right on. Good deal. What genre do you think you belong to? Or most people would like when you categorize your music or you put your music out there for sale or for people to listen to, maybe on Bandcamp or other places like that. Are you like genre specific, or you just consider yourself an indie artist with an eclectic taste?
I'm a rock artist. Everything I do is rock based. Somewhere between folk rock and hard rock, I guess. With and blues mixed in there. The more I play, the more I try to do explore different avenues, or try to put my guitar into different places, like the song Janai and I did, Where a Cactus Grows, is almost like you could dance to it, but it's a total blues guitar behind the whole thing, So, that part's that part's really interesting. And the biggest part of me is most people say, I'm a good rock guitarist or what, and I make good rock songs, but folk and acoustic music is probably where I'm most familiar, and doing standards.
Bread and butter kind of thing.
Yeah, like I'm a huge Neil Young fan, and I just love acoustic guitar. So you'll find I just did that Good Intention song was a slow blues kind of thing. But soon as I get done with it, I'm like, I just want my acoustic guitar for a while, So now I'll try to make a song that's like an acoustic song, So I just keep bouncing around, but I'm just your typical, rock guy.
So do you have any music that maybe is for sale? Do you have something on Bandcamp or other places where people, if they felt inclined to purchase a song or a track or two, they could do it?
I put a couple songs up on Bandcamp, and some very nice people bought The Hard Road, but they're all friends of mine, and anybody wants one of my songs, all they have to do is ask me, and I'll email them an MP3. 99 cents, a bunch of times isn't really, it's I think I made $5 so far off of SoundCloud, and it feels good, hey, but it's really, it's never gonna be a living for me. So, $20 a year isn't gonna, alter my life. So if people like it, I'd gladly just give it to them.
Yeah. Well, those first 4 or 5 people though, man, they're very near and dear to your heart, man. They just went the extra.
No, it's true. And they bought it because they like me, or so.
So you don't think they just like you? They don't like your music? Come on now.
Yeah, 100%. I mean that's. My music's all right, but we all get along. We all listen to each other because we like each other. There's a lot of people that listen to my music that I know don't like my music, or I mean, they don't like that kind of music. They like me.
Yeah, screwed up. I like it. I'll listen to it because I like them, right? Yeah.
All right, maybe that's what I think anyway. I'm from New York. I grew up in New York. I lived in New York City for a long time. Our thinking about things is very askew. We tend to have a hard outlook on stuff.
Yeah, I mean, do you think you're your own worst critic, and if so, why do you think that way? I mean, are most musicians inherent insecure in little ways and
Oh,
this
I
and that?
think everyone in any type of artist, writers, painters, musicians, comedians, we're all the most damaged of people. We really are. We're like a kooky bunch. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot, to write a song, it really takes, digging shit up constantly. It tends to wear on you. I've had to take breaks because I've written songs that have just traumatized me or reminded me of things like that Winter Willow song wound up being all about something from when I was like 8 years old, when my aunt died, and a week later, her husband died. And my mother at the time had said to me, it's because they couldn't bear to be apart from each other, so we went to go join her. And that's what the whole Winter Willow song is about. Someone is singing to someone about to die, from heaven or wherever they're from, saying, it's okay, I'm here, I'm ready for you. So these things just, they just stay with you. And, every time you can write about one, you feel like, all right, there's one less thing I have to stress about or wonder about. So, yeah, I think we're all pretty damaged, but it's in the best possible way,
Exactly. Yeah, life experience, man. You're drawing on all that stuff, man. So yeah.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Nothing scares me more than a person who says life is beautiful.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Right on.
But that's what makes it good,
Right on.
So I'm in that camp.
Yeah. Lady wrote a line. She gets me with some of her music, man. So I understand how it's an emotional attempt to draw emotions from people and get them out of yourself too, man. It's kind of like a way to heal yourself. You know what I mean?
One of the songs I'm playing tonight, the last song I'm going to play, I played it once on your show 6 or 7 months ago, and it's so emotionally draining for me. I've never recorded it. It's all about my dad, and I couldn't get through it. I couldn't get through the whole song without breaking down at some. I hit some word, because a lot of the song is written. The choruses are all things my father actually said to me. So when I'm not like real focused on it, and I start thinking about the words, I fall apart on it. So yeah.
Right on. So what do you got lined up for us, man? Are you about ready to play for us? Y'all loosened up and
I
feeling
did
good and
all
comfortable?
I did all the right things, vocalists are supposed to do. Right before I came down here, I had dinner, so I got a full belly. When you were playing your first song, I chain smoked for 8 minutes straight.
Gotta get that raspy stuff going.
Yeah, it's the secret to my success. So yeah, and then I'm drinking, so I'm ready. I'm gonna play 2 songs. The first song is a country song from a guy named Garrett Hedlund, I think his name is. It's a song called "Timing Is Everything." And like I said, I like doing covers. The hard part for me is finding covers that I feel strong about. Like, it has to say something that really gets my attention if I'm going to play it. And that one did. And then I am going to do an acoustic cover of one of my prior songs called "Opened."
Right on. Are you
So-
about ready to pick up
Yep.
and get playing, man?
I am.
Right on.
I just
Folks?
got,
No, go ahead.
I just got to change some settings while you're talking.
Right on. Folks, well, let's do a quick roll call here, man. We got 35 folks in here while Don gets set up. We got Leanie Perez, Preston Smith, Drops, Tremor Bear, Gregory O'Sullivan, Thomas Christ, welcome Ed B, Zach Thong, Hitriani, yeah, Jade Star. Who else we got? Come on out and say hi, folks. Zach Thong, Lloyd Hollebeck, Nelson Rodriguez. I think I saw you, Caldwell. There he is. Feisty Feather. I seen somebody with an R there. Hang on. Rod Brock, welcome. Glad to have you here, man. Lars Guitars. Who else? Conspiracy Media, what's up, man? Lady Rhoda Line Straight. Hetriani, yeah. Gary Hubbs, First Floor Audio. What's going on, man? I believe I got as many as I could possibly get in the speed round right there, man. Dominic, are you ready to
I am.
break some heartbreaks?
Yes, I am.
Go for it, bro. Dominic Torregrossa, folks.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Jeff. Okay, I guess that. All right. When the stars line up and you can't catch a good break, people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace. It can happen so fast or a little too late. Timing is everything. You know, I had close calls when it should have been me. I was young when I learned just how fragile life could be. I lost friends of mine. I guess it wasn't my time. Timing is everything. And I could have been a child that got took home, and I would have been one more unfinished song. When it seems a rhyme is hard to find, when one comes along just in time. Well, I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain 'cause you was soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanna know my name. Timing is everything. If I would have been another minute late, you would not have crossed my path that day. When it seems true love is hard to find, when love comes along just in time. You can call it fate or destiny. Sometimes it seems like a mystery. You can be hurt by love or healed by the same. Timing is everything. It can happen so fast or a little too late. Timing is everything.
Boom. Dominic Torregrossa, man. Dominic, what was the name of that song?
It's called Timing is Everything. His name, the guy who wrote the song, is called Garrett Hedlund.
Right
I
on.
saw it in some dumb movie, but the song was really cool.
Right on. Good deal. What do you got coming up for us next, man?
The next song is one of my own songs. About almost like a year old, called Opened. It was like probably the hardest song I ever did. And actually, I had to take a break after doing it because I so overproduced it that it makes me, it's hard for me to listen to sometimes. But the entire song was written on my acoustic guitar. So, like, I'm going to play it the way I wrote it. And we'll see how it goes.
Right on. Dominic Torregrossa, folks.
Stupid hat. Can you feel the discontentment? Surrounding like a wave of ashes in your home fire. The memory slowly fades. What you dreamed yesterday, who you were as a child. We are all locked in a cage, at least for a little while. When were you opened? Open your eyes to see the thing that you fear is just living free. So on and on it goes. For each a part to play, knowing when the curtains close, we all fade away. Are you feeling disenchanted? With the thoughts in your own mind, step on through to this side and leave it all behind. When were you open? Open your eyes and see the thing that you fear is just living free. When will you open your eyes and see the thing that you fear is just being free? When will you open your eyes to see the thing that you fear is just being free to speak, to think, to dream. That's it.
Boom. Dominic Torregrossa opened. Awesome stuff, man. Good deal, man. You're going to come back a little bit later for us, right? And do another couple songs to close out the show for us? Going to hang out for a while? You got to mute.
There we go.
Goof.
There's all these switches and buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be back.
Right on, man.
After I go smoke for 20 minutes.
There you go. Right on, man. Folks, give it up for Dominic Torregrossa, man. He's going to go out and relax a little bit and come back in a little while and enjoy the rest of the show and perform for you again, man. Right on. Dominic,
thanks, everybody.
Nice catching up with you, and we'll see you back here in just a little while, man.
Absolutely.
Right on, man. Boom. Take care, bro.
All right,
and
thanks.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Right on. Good deal. Folks, who's coming up next? Are we going with Mr. Luckett or Mr. I'm drinking a soda right now? Who's coming on? Give me a thumbs up for who's coming on next. Do you care? All right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll bring the blues player in here, and we'll do that. Since Ian already knows how to end the show and stuff, we'll do that again and allow him to do that, man. You ready to come on here, Francis? You need a soda drinking mug? Right on.
Cheers.
Cheers. What's up, bro? How you doing?
That was awesome, Dominic, man. That was really awesome. I really enjoyed that, man. Yeah, I love listening to Dominic when he's playing his acoustic, man, and just it's awesome. Hey, Ian, how you doing?
So what have you been up to, man, since the last time we seen you?
Well, what do you mean? When you saw me in my backyard just before?
On the show, you jackass.
What do you mean, the last whale show? Oh, my God,
Yeah.
Jeff, man. I don't know, man. There's been so much stuff happening, man. Just having fun, hanging with the community, man. Hey, Het, how you doing, brother? Hey, Gussie. You guys all rock. Just been having fun, man, you know. A couple of songs here and there, I guess, you know. Collaborations, working on stuff. Trying to work on a
Do I have that spelled right?
Yeah, my name? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Good stuff, man.
Not a total goof. Yeah,
No 3 for you right now.
no 333. Yeah, Dominic screwed up big time.
How was the drive from the airport? Yeah, well, Hippie was on the drive with me because
Yeah.
when he sent the link, I called him. I was in the car driving, and Hippie was there with me in traffic.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was a long 3 days. Let's put it this way, you know. I did a lot of driving. In the last 3 days, I must have done about, oh my God, at least about 24 hours of driving. Let's put that well, not 24, maybe 18 hours of driving, basically. So yeah, I'm a little exhausted actually right now, to be honest with you. But this is gonna be
You
good.
still got some picking power in you, right?
You know what? The blues jam is gonna relax me. It's gonna put me at ease. It's gonna be good, you know. If I can do whatever you want. I have my acoustic. If you want me to play an original, I could. But yeah, I got a couple of blues jams loaded up in here. If you
I
want me
want
to
you
play.
to play whatever you're comfortable with, bro.
I'm comfortable with anything, man. You know.
So give these guys a little insight of who Francis DiMarzio is, as far as the Padded Pedal Room, your channel and stuff. When you got started, a little bit of your teenage years and stuff. one of your best accolades in music and stuff, and how music has gone for you from start to finish up until now, man.
Well, for me, music is a passion. It's always been a passion my whole life since I was a kid. I mean, I have a very musical family. A lot
Right
of
on.
almost all my family members play an instrument or something. I basically, as a kid, I always had instruments around me, and I got into
No
guitar.
tennis rackets.
No,
Dominic had
I had
tennis rackets.
yeah, I heard that. No, I had real guitars. I had little, mini guitars, toy guitars. I had like the toy piano. I had a toy piano. It looked like the one from Charlie Brown. The little.
You want to go ding 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 ding?
Yeah. Yeah, but no, guitar. I have to say, it was my cousins my older cousin basically that got me into guitar. Because as a kid, I used to watch him play. My cousins, they used to play in bands and stuff. My cousin basically taught me how to play. But my cousin, he's 24 years older than me. And as a kid, I remember I'm a little kid there, and he's putting these expensive Strats in my hands or a Martin D28 in my hand. I'm just like a little kid there, like ding, 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 And his brother, my other cousin, he used to play drums for about 8 years, and then got into guitar at the same time as me. So like I grew up learning guitar with my cousins and stuff, seeing them at shows. They used to do Christmas shows, all sorts of stuff and whatever, and basically, so I learned as a kid. I was actually in a couple of bands with my cousins. So, I mean, I've been in, a few bands here and there. Nothing, it's more for the passion. I never had any, we all dream about being a rock star, but I mean, it's not about being a rock star. It's the passion of music. I love music. I've loved it my whole life. So, I've been writing music. I've been writing songs since I was 13. I started playing guitar when I was 10, and I started writing my own music when I was 13. I actually found it easier to write my own music than to pick up other songs at that time, basically. But so I started.
What's your most sentimental song as a teenager? I mean, what's the one that sticks out to you? Like, hey, I made something here. When was the first time you actually felt like you actually made a song?
Out of anger,
Yeah.
I made a lot of songs out of
she
anger.
broke your heart.
Life's a pisser, man. Yeah. I did like Dom. Look, I put my pajama pants too. I wanted to get comfortable,
Right on.
But I guess Life's a Pisser was one of the. I mean, you know the song the song She Devil. You played that on your show. That's actually the first song I ever wrote. I wrote that when I was 13, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and keep blabbing, man, because I got to adjust something
blah,
over here.
blah, 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 blah. So, guys, how are you guys doing in the chat? Enough about me. What about you guys? What you saying here, Gussie Wells? I always enjoy your playing. Thanks, man. Can you play some blues? Yes, Anthony. I will. I got some blues. I got some blues backing tracks loaded up here in my head rush. I'm ready to play a few blues tracks for you guys.
Right on. So before I had my headphone debacle, where were we?
That shirt isn't worth much without the triangle on it. Hey, there's only one shirt made with a triangle, and it's the house band's triangle player. And we might have to call upon the triangle player for another song in the near future. So,
Ding.
Dust off those triangles because you might need them soon. Nice studio.
deal.
Oh shit! Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot I had that picture on.
So where were we before I had my headphone debacle?
You were discussing your sound hole sniffing habit in the chat, Francis. Yeah, okay, sure. Yes, I love sniffing my acoustic, the nitro on my acoustic. Smells amazing. It does.
You catch a buzz or what?
Yeah, it smells so good, that guitar, man.
Right
But
on.
I guess we were talking about how why or how I got into music and stuff. It was like I said, it was my
Life's
cousin.
a Pisser, and you were.
That was my first song. Yeah, the first song that I wrote that I thought that was half decent was that. I mean, a lot of those originals like Life's a Piss or She Devil stuff. I was lucky enough to perform them when I was in a band with my cousins. We had a few, we've done some shows here and there, and I got to perform them. I used to perform my original songs. When you're playing little clubs and little things, you got to play basically covers. People want to hear stuff that they know, but we used to throw in our original songs in there too. So once in a while, play a little song. But Yeah, like I said, music for me has always been a passion. You know, I grew up seeing my older cousins playing, and I wanted to play like them. I just, you know, so yeah. And it's I'll tell you one thing. It's a family thing. You know, my sister's an amazing singer. She plays guitar too. She you know she.
What was that Christmas song she did with you?
Well, we did The Thrill Is Gone together. It was
That's
at
right,
Christmas.
yeah.
But I mean, my sister does different types of music too and stuff. You know, she's an amazing singer.
Right
But I
on.
mean, you know, we used to do Christmases, you know, where the whole family's there. You know, we'd be sitting in the basement just jamming and stuff, go up for supper, and we're just, you know, it was always music was always around, basically. So,
Right on.
yeah.
Good deal.
I think it
So
keeps
what,
you out of it keeps you out of trouble, and it's just an amazing, you know, it's amazing. And what's wonderful, I find, anyways, is when you find people like this community. And like I've said it before, I always thank you for giving us a place and a community, basically creating a community, because you can share the passion with like-minded people that have the same passion, and that's the amazing part. It's getting to collaborate with all the people here and everything, and getting to, you know. And you learn more. The more the more you collaborate with people in the community, the more you learn from every single person. So I mean, it's even though the last 2 years or 3 years have been really tough, they've been actually, you know when they say the worst of times, the best of times, it's been great too. Like with music and this community, it's been really awesome. You know.
Right on.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite moments with the community as far as making music and collaborations and whatever else you feel has gotten you through a lot of the past 2 years and stuff? Because I know you got sick with COVID and stuff, and you had some family stuff going on, and everybody's just locked down, and kids are antsy and all that other stuff, and everybody's locked up doing this or that. What was the milestone as far as YouTube and whatever it is you were doing musically then?
Well, I mean, there's just a lot of things that came out of that, and I mean, so many good friendships. Like, there's so many people in the chat here. I mean, that you guys are great friends, and the support network that we've created with our friends and stuff. Like, I mean, we're going through hard times, and we have people to talk with each other. I mean, I chat with you. I chat with the house band members. I chat with a lot of the people in that chat room right now. We've had private chats and everything, and it's like, you support each other. We all go through rough times, and we all try and pick each other up. It's like, it's real friendships. It's not just YouTube. I mean, we have a community and friends, and that, to me, it's amazing. And if you want to talk about music within our YouTube community, I mean, for me, I never thought I'd be playing music with 2 guys from England, a couple of guys from the U.S., and a couple, and 2 of us in Canada and stuff. I mean, the house band, we started by just doing collaborations with each other, and then we gravitated together. I mean, it's fun. It's just fun, and that's what it's all about. It's about having fun. The collaborations we did for some of the past mom shows, when I worked with Hetriani and Gary and Anthony Lee, and I mean, those projects, the collaborations are like, I mean, I have a hard time writing my own material now because I have so much fun doing collaborations with friends in the community that I look more forward to doing that. I'll put my stuff aside to do collaborations because it's so much fun, basically.
I know.
Yeah, that's it, man. It puts you in a good mood. Like, after all the, we saw a lot of stuff in the last couple of years, but this community lifts you up, basically, and that's the thing. We all support each other, and we're all there for each other. So, for me, that's what YouTube's about. It's about that.
Yeah. When you started out on YouTube, what direction did you want your channel to go, and where is it now?
I didn't really
Polar
want
opposites or what?
No, it's funny because I really didn't want to do any YouTube channel. I got dragged in it. You kind of know the past a little bit, how I got dragged in it.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to do it at first. And then we started doing gear reviews because I didn't even know this existed, like the chat and everything. I used to watch YouTube like it was TV. I just watch and it's like, okay, cool. Let me look up this recipe. Oh, let me look up this song. Let me look up what, I watch it like TV basically. And until I found places like Ben Coombs and I met Jack the Rabbit there, and he brought me here to you basically, and I saw your community. I was like, I mean, the first song I remember seeing when I came to your community was Trevor D's song, Fly Away. I remember that was one of the first times I was hearing. I was like, oh man, this is so cool, And then I saw like everybody sharing their music, and Jack's like, are you gonna share your music? I'm like, wow. I have no idea. What do I do? Like, I'm new here. I mean, I have no. So I observed it for a while, and I started making friends with other people, you know, and then it just went from there, sharing music. And it's like my channel. I was starting to do gear reviews, which once in a while I do, but I do it for stuff that I like and stuff that I have, and I only do it because I think that if I was questioning something, it might help somebody else also who's in the same situation. I'm not doing it for profiteering or for anything. It's I do it for fun. I kind of was doing it kind of like a guidebook for myself to know how my tools work and how, you know, what to hear myself what I think, and it helps. If it helps other people along the way, then great. But then when I met your community, and you know, I also figured, you know, with everything going on and everything, I'd like to get my music out there because in case something happens with COVID too and stuff, I figured, you know what, at least my kids will be able to hear my music somewhere. So I started putting out.
Big Dumb Group's got an archive for it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I started putting out, you know, my music and jams, and I met your community, and you started sharing my music, and then, you know, I met people, started doing collaborations, and I mean, I prefer playing music and doing collaborations than doing a gear review. But if me going over some of the gear that I have, I mean, helps other people, because I mean, we always try to help people in the community. Like if they need help with their setup, and it doesn't matter what piece of gear, because everything can do the same thing basically. But I mean, the principles are the same, you know. So instead of being more gear folk, I know the padded pedal room. Hey, you would think all the pedals, and I have a whole bunch of pedals, and I spent 3-4 years just trying everything out there, but I'm focusing more on our community basically in the music. But yeah, that's, you know, that's kind of my direction basically. I'll say once in a while I'd still like to do stuff with the headrush because I think it's beneficial for a lot of people, and I have fun doing it. That also it's a record, so I can remember, like, you know, sometimes instead of getting gas for new stuff, you just got to remind yourself what your equipment can do, because we tend to forget basically. And because you need to find inspiration. So if you can re-inspire yourself with what you already have, it's not the next piece of gear that's going to make you sound any better. It's just playing basically.
Yeah. Using what you got.
Yeah.
Right on. So, as far as, I want to ask you a few more questions, and you can get your self-picking and stuff.
Sure.
What's your, as far as the Hippie's house band goes, what's the favorite song you got there, man? Do you have a favorite?
I don't know, man. We put a lot of good stuff together.
You guys got enough for an album yet?
I think we have 10. We're working on song 11 now, I think. The cover that we did for Christmas doesn't count, but I think we're at song. The one we're working on right now, I think it's song number 11. I mean, I like them all, you know, but I think that from the beginning till now, we've improved in the fact that we've learned to collaborate better, and like sometimes instead of just like sending stuff out, we kind of work together in like chats and work on pieces and parts, and the mixing we've gotten better at, we do together and stuff. So like, you know, once it's more than one set of ears and stuff, and you know, it's I think it improves over time, but I don't think that the songs that were done initially are not as good as the one now. I think that the mixes have gotten better, and certain things have gotten better, and better to make it tighter. Also that, you know, we have a real drummer now, where at the beginning we were just programming certain things. There may be some remakes of some of the original stuff, you know, with the new band members like Gary and well, KK wasn't in some of the original the first few songs and stuff too. So we might rework that. But I think the more we do and the more we progress, the more we improve, and the better it gets basically. So yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite collab that you've done outside of, or collab or piece of music that you created since you've been hanging out here on the Hippie Show and stuff and being a part of the Hippie's house band? What's your favorite piece of music that you created recently?
It's hard to say favorite because I really enjoy doing a lot with a lot of the people in the community. Yeah. I could, you know, I every collab I've done with Ian I've enjoyed immensely, you know, and Mooney and well, everybody basically, all the collabs I've done. I really enjoy the collabs I've done with Mark Wade.
Right on.
I find working with Mark Wade was also almost as seamless as working with the house band members and stuff like that. It's you know, he's a great person to collaborate with. He's been doing it way before us. I think even before this community and stuff. He was kind of you can kind of put him as the original collaborator and everything. But yeah, I mean, working with him has been really good too. I've enjoyed the songs I've done with him. Like the last song that I did with him, I created the melody, and then Mooney added some stuff to it, and then Mark wrote the lyrics and just completed it. And that song came out. I think it was a nice song too. So there's a lot of them though. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint one favorite. I enjoyed them all. So.
Right on.
Yeah.
So how's life going for you, man? I mean, as far as besides music and stuff for the past 2 years, I know you relied a lot on music, this community, and having places and things to do, on the downtime and stuff. But you've had some ups and downs in your own life and stuff. How you been dealing with that, and how's that been going?
Well, if you're talking about when my dad got sick, he beat cancer, I guess we could say. He beat it after a long battle for a couple of years and everything. And he's still here, so he's doing better. I mean, you saw him on Friday there when you sang Happy Birthday to Phil and everything.
Yeah, it's nice to meet him. Yeah,
he's looking a lot better. I mean, he's starting to put on some weight too now and everything. But I mean, it was a tough battle, but I'm happy he's still with us, man. And stuff. So yeah, it was. Not only was it COVID, but during that time, my father was sick, and it was not an easy time, basically. And I know there's a lot of people that went through the same thing and maybe weren't as lucky as my dad. So, but it's not, there are some good stories that come out. Like my dad, was, being a survivor. I think it was positive, So yeah. But I mean, in general, it was tough. But our family's getting through it, and just gotta enjoy. What it taught me is you have to enjoy every moment you have with everybody that that you care about, because you don't know when your last moment is. So I mean, don't take people for granted and just enjoy every moment you can. Like even with this community, like people. I mean, life tears you in certain directions, but enjoy the time you have when you're spending it with your friends and with your the people you care about, basically.
We'll talk a little bit about that. I mean, we want to get music. We want this show to always be about music, but we also want people to understand who the people are that they're listening to, and what they think about, how they feel about life. It gives you a better appreciation of who they are and what their music's about and stuff like that. That's why we have these little chats before we play music and stuff. You came across something right there. The Bobby Lopes, man, was one of your last collaborations, and you talk about losing people that you care about and so much stuff that is unfinished. And we know where Bobby wanted to go with his music and his studio and stuff, and life and his fucking heinous disease just grabbed a hold of him and tore him away from us. And he had so much more to offer and give to his community and to himself and his family and stuff and music that he was just ripped away from us, man. Tell us about the last one of his last collaborations. Probably was with you and Ian, correct?
That's the last one that he put up on his channel. Yeah, that's right. I mean, he put up we released the collaboration, and then he went in the hospital like a couple of days later, basically.
Yeah.
And it sucks. I mean, he was such a nice person. He was so passionate about music. He loved it, man. He was having a blast, man. He was collaborating with all sorts of people, and he was just enjoying it so much, And it's like he lived for it. It was amazing for him, and he had so many songs that he wanted to work on and everything. He was like a kid in a candy store, man. And he was having a blast. I had private conversations and phone calls on the phone with him and everything, and he was just such a nice person. He had so much knowledge, and he helped people too. I mean, he used to have a professional recording studio too and stuff, and he used to record bands from like South America and stuff, and other stuff like that. I mean, he knew what he was doing. I mean, when we mixed a song, me, Ian, and him mixed that last collab together and everything, he taught us some stuff, and he was really good, man, and he loved it. It was a passion. It was no joke there. He's the real deal, man. It was a passion for music, and
all three of you guys had a lot in common too, right?
Well, the diabetes thing, yeah. I mean, I'm a type 2. It's not as bad as those guys. Those guys were both type 1, and actually, like when I started talking with Bobby, I wanted to put him in contact with Ian, because I mean, Ian was going through a similar thing. Like Bobby had a few pancreatic transplants and stuff, and that's kind of what didn't help him also when he got sick, basically. But I mean, Ian was going to go through the same thing, and he hasn't yet. He was on a waiting list forever, and he's apprehensive. So I put them in contact. Basically, we had a chat all together, and he was like, he was a great person too. I mean, he was there. He was, trying to put Ian at ease and everything too, and everything. And then we had some great conversations. He was a great guy, man. It's like he was happy that he found this community, and he was looking forward to doing so many more collabs. I know, there are many people that had the privilege of doing collaborations with him, and he was an awesome person. I mean, I feel privileged that I got to do that with him. I mean, we do have. We were going to work on some other stuff. He had sent me all his tracks and stuff to work on another song, which Ian and I will probably get to it at some point. But it's a little too fresh right now, and we want to have permission from his wife before we do anything with that. But yeah, we do have. There is more to come probably from Bobby, because there was a lot of material he had and stuff in the works that that was to come basically. But yeah.
Right on. Could one of the mods go over there and grab Bobby Lopes' link to his channel and stuff and post it in there? And guys, if you don't know Bobby Lopes, some of you might not have been here, but yeah, man, he's a very prolific drummer, artist, singer-songwriter. Had a lot going on in life, a lot of trials and tribulations, man. Was looking forward to life and doing a lot more stuff with the community and stuff, and then this heinous illness, COVID, came around and just took him from us, man. And it was a very sad moment for the whole community. And there was a tribute show done to Bobby. You can look back in my archives and check it out if you want to know more about Bobby Lopes and what he brought to the community. And he was just a very hip, slick, and cool individual, man, and I'm glad I got a chance to know him a little bit. I think one of the last interviews that he did was with me, and
it was that night there. He was hanging with you on a hang. I remember watching it, like after he, it was. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we were just chatting like two guys, man. It wasn't nothing about, it wasn't a formal interview or anything. It was just chatting with him and getting to know him a little bit and stuff like that. And he's a hilarious dude, really way down to earth and stuff. Right on. Yeah. Good deal.
Hey,
if somebody could please grab Bobby Lopes' link.
Oh, Ian put it in there already. Ian has it there. Ian's
cool
been
beans.
putting it in.
If you guys want to know who we're talking about right there, take the link that Ian Luckett has just provided for you and go over and check him out. If you want to, sub up to Bobby's channel, man. Just because he's not here doesn't mean he can't be remembered. And remember him by his music, not by his presence of being here, man. Like the guy for what he left behind. You know what I mean? Francis, pick up that guitar, man. We need some music, bro.
I think it's kind of like what Mike Sheena was saying. Kind of set the mood for some blues now, basically.
Right on. Yeah.
Just let me know if my volume is okay, because I didn't get a chance to do the sound check. I was too busy eating.
Bro.
She told me this volume was okay yesterday. I don't know, but should I go louder?
No, you're about good.
That's
you might want to come down a little bit. You're not going to sing, right?
Not on this one. No, I'm not going to sing on this one.
That's about good right there, bro. Right. You're good. You got a name for this song, or you just jamming out, bro?
No, it's just it's like a jazz, blues, and F minor, this one here, basically.
Right on, man. Well, have at it, Francis. Jam out for these fine folks.
Cool.
Boom. Francis DiMarzio, jamming the blues, man. Rock on, bro. Right on. What's that backing track, man? Do you know who it's from?
It's Quist, from Quist.
Right on. Now, is that like a free site, or is it an individual from...
It's an individual. Well, you can go on there. You can play them, or you can buy his backing tracks and jam with them, basically. I think all the tracks I loaded in here are from him, basically. He's got some sweet blues tracks I've learned.
Right on. Good deal.
Thanks, guys. I wasn't really... Sorry. I wasn't really watching.
Yeah, you got a lot of kudos over there, bro. A whole shitload, actually.
You guys all rock. Yeah.
Right on. Folks, if you want to come on one of these W.A.L.E shows and perform live for the community, man, it's always going to be the same way. We're going to get to know you a little bit. We're going to get to know your music, how you got involved in music, and, how you're bringing it and what life's doing for you today, man, as far as music. So if you ever want to come on here and perform live for the community, man, we're going to do a little mic test for you, see if you can come across live to the internet. And if we can get you set up and get you sounding good, we'll get you here on a W.A.L.E show. So if you ever want to do this, just get in touch with me and let me know, man. Next Tuesday, hopefully we have another full show for you, which would be Bradexample, Mr. Rock, You Call Well, and who am I missing? Rick Romanelli.
Yeah, that's
right on. Rick wanted to be on this one, but due to time constraints and technical issues, we had to move Rick to the next one, and he said he's down for that, man. So that's awesome, man. I want to say hi to a few folks in here. We got Frank Terzo, Michael B. Hetriani, Squire Telecaster, Lloyd Hollabeek, Rick Lisk, Tremor Bear, Thomas Christ, Lady Rhodaline, the Mix Club, what's going on, man? Mike Shaner Music, Dread Nephilim, boom, Gussie Wells, how you doing, Gussie? Who else? You Call Well, Princess LDG. These are folks that I may have missed during the first go around. Mr. Andy Dion, member of the Hippie's House Band. Hetriani, yeah, a triangle player for the Hippie's House Band.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a.
Andy Dion, also
Andy
in there.
Dion.
Dread
Yeah.
Nephilim,
Yeah.
also a member of the house band.
Right
And
on.
Sir Ian Luckett.
Good deal, man.
Yeah. Almost all the house band members, man.
Let's go to family, man. How supportive is your family actually of your music, man? I mean, how's wifey Tina digging your stuff? I mean, does she like, you down there playing music again? You're not paying no attention to me.
Not
Is she
really.
one of those?
It's more like,
is she one of
"Yo,
those, or she's like, get out of my hair, man?
get out, go play music. I have peace, you know. It's more
Right
like
on.
that.
Good deal. What about the little ones, man? I know you said Philip got
I
a
started
guitar?
lessons. Well, Philip has. I bought him. Santa bought him a guitar last Christmas. Basically.
Oh, you're going that route. Yeah. For kids.
And basically, yeah, he's got a little Jackson Dinky there. It's like a fluorescent green one there. I think I don't know if I showed it on. Yeah, it's like a neon green Jackson Dinky, man. It's really
It's like
he loves
3/4
green.
scale or something. Or
Yeah,
is
it's
it real
a
one?
3/4. It's a 3/4 scale. Actually, it's the same one. Like, Andy's son had he had done a video on it. There, he had a white one. So my son has the same one, but the green one. Basically, it's pretty cool. Nice.
Oh, right on, Wes.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh, you love the trem. This is a 339, by the way, Hugh. And this is the Duesenberg Les Trem 2.
That's the one you modded the hell out of it, right? Or is that another one?
This one's modded a lot, but the pickups are stock. My Sunburst one, I also switched the pickups on, basically. But this, yeah, I put the Graphtec lock and keys. I put the I put the string butler to adjust the brake angle so that it won't go out of tune.
Yeah.
Switch the nut out, switch the saddles out for Graphtec stuff. Put this in basically, because I like arms. I like I like to end my songs with just a little bit of the. It's not for dive bombing for me. It's just to add that little bit of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitriani's over there dinging dingies. So what else you got for us, bro?
Well, for right now, I mean, what we're gonna do? You want me to play two things, and then you're gonna put me back in the closet?
Yep, you're going back in the hole, man.
All right. Well, what I'll do is I'll see if I can play I can play an original too later if you want. I have another blues track loaded up here. I'll play you another blues track basically right now.
Well, after we get Ian done, we're going to bring all three of you up into the forum here, and you guys can jibber jab with each other a little bit, and then we're going to do a round table of 2 songs each, and Ian's going to play us out. And
All
then,
right, man. That sounds cool.
Yeah. So the second half will go a little bit faster than the first half.
Okay.
This is a meet and greet kind of thing, man. We want the community to know a little bit about you, each and every person that comes on here and stuff, and then we want to hear a little bit of your swag and music. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Very cool.
So what you got for us, man?
Well, it's gonna be a blues jam in G minor, I guess.
You know you got 46 people in here. You ain't scared, are you?
I'm a little nervous, man. Yeah. I've never gone live before like this, you know.
So juvenile. What the hell's going on here?
No, it's awesome. We have 46 awesome community members here, man.
Hell
This
yeah.
is cool, man. I mean, this is it's nice to see the community come together like this. You know, it's
Right
it's
on,
awesome.
man. Just to relax and chill.
Okay,
Good
I won't be
music, good
nervous.
friends.
Thank you, guys. I won't be nervous. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
shy, man.
it's 46 friends. You don't have to be nervous in front of your friends, basically.
Right on, man. Boom.
All right.
Right
Do you want
on.
me to play this one? I'll let me do this.
Yeah, what are you doing for us, man? What are you doing?
It's just a blues in G minor, basically. That's all it is, man.
All right. You going to wail? You going to put some tasty...
I think this one's I don't know if this one might be a little quicker. I'm not sure. I didn't put any really quick ones. I'm feeling more slow stuff to relax too. You know, I've had a rough week so far. It's only been 2 days and I've had already a rough week. So it's like, just want to relax, man.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
Tissue?
It's a little violin. For me.
Tissue?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
tissue for the issue?
That's
Pick up that guitar.
That's actually a line in a song that my daughter wrote. You were talking about what I have a song
Tissue
I
for
worked
the
on with my
issue.
daughter. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I heard it before, right? You played
did.
a little bit of it for
I
me.
played it to you. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, well, I hope
Yeah.
you guys put that together and get it out, man, because that would be awesome. Man.
We just have to work on the video, and Emily has been coming up with the ideas of what she wants to do in the video, basically. So she wrote them all down, and we're gonna green screen them and stuff, and figure out what we want to do and stuff. It's gonna be fun. Man.
Right
My
on.
daughter, like I said, I told you about Philip. He had started some guitar lessons, but he's young, so he wasn't. You know, it's too much right now. I gotta give him a little break. But Emily, she did some piano lessons. She's into piano. Like I bought her an acoustic. She wasn't into it. I got her like a keyboard, and she's starting to play that at the piano, and she's starting to like really enjoy it. So it's cool to have your family. You know, just pass it on to the next generation. It's fun. It's fun, man. You know. So yeah, let me get to the side. I'm blabbing too much here, you know.
Yeah,
So
we
I'll
all
play,
are, man.
I'll play you guys this blues in G minor. Here we go.
Right on. Get him, bro. Dude, you know how I hate those sudden. Gotta fade on me, bro. You gotta fade
I
on me.
didn't make the backing track. When I make the backing track, I try to do that. But you know, now I'll make a few for the next one.
Right on. Good deal, man.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Right on. No, very, very tasty jams, man. Boom. So you ready to go sit in the closet for a minute and let your boy Ian
I'm
Luckett
gonna go
come up
have
here?
a pretend cigarette because I quit smoking in 2016. So yeah.
Yeah. Go give Tina a hug, man. Hey, say hi from the hippie, man. Right on, man.
Okay. I'm ready to go back in the box.
Right on. Any parting words until we see you again?
Not really, man. You guys all rock. I appreciate all you guys being here. It's great to see the community come together to enjoy this night and just to hang out and have fun. That's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. What a great community we have.
Right on, man. Good deal, man. Well, get your fanny out of here, and we'll bring up our compadre here.
F-bone out. Peace out.
Good stuff, bro. Awesome stuff. Very tasty licks, man.
Thank you.
Very tasty. Right on, man. All right, get the hell out of here, man.
Oh, I have to. Okay, I thought you were gonna throw me out. Okay,
No,
okay.
get out of here.
I'll leave on my own accord. Okay, bye, guys.
Right on. Oh, that was Francis DiMarzio, man. Awesome stuff, man. Give it up for our two individuals here, Mr. Dominic Torregrossa and Francis DiMarzio, man. Bringing you some tasty licks, reminiscing about the past, how they got started, where they're going with music, where they're at now with music, and how they're digging the community atmosphere here on the Metalhead Hippie channel and whatnot, and just having a good old time, man. Just playing music for you guys, man. This awesome community we got going here. Right on. Lloyd Hollebeck, welcome, man. A few other people that I didn't get a chance to say hi to. Yeah. A lot of people here, man. Folks, you can also check out Thomas Christ on Wednesday, tomorrow night, man, at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you want to get your music played over there, check out Thomas's channel and fill out the form that he has in the description of his latest or last video, and maybe he can get you on his show also, man, and get your music heard any way you possibly can, man. Right on, right on. Somebody want to throw Thomas's link up there for me, man? I'd really appreciate it. Boom. Rock on, man. Thomas, good deal. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Good stuff, man. Well, folks, we're going to bring up Mr. Ian Luckett here, man. Ian's been a member of the community just about as long as Francis has, and he's brought a lot to the community, man. And very prolific songwriter in his own right, man. He's got buku albums out on Bandcamp. If you want to check out his music over there, go ahead and do it. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to do that and sub up to it. And check out the great music he has over there. He has a nickname called The Infiltrator. When he first came around, man, there wasn't a song that you could hardly not see him in, man. He was everywhere in the early stages of his YouTube career. And here in the community, man, he just reached out to a lot of people and made a lot of awesome music. I couldn't even imagine the amount of collaborations he has right now, and it's well over 100, I know that, and it's climbing, man. So, guys, I want you to help me introduce Mr. Ian Luckett. Boom. Ian, what's up, bro?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, fine. How are you?
Good, man.
Things going, you know.
Good.
Let's go. Yeah.
Chilly.
Thank you
Well,
for-
as you
for
know,
that
I'm
nice
glad the
weather.
snow stopped.
Yeah, that was good. That was a little worrying earlier. Hippie disappeared during the sound check to let everybody know. Said I'll be 5 minutes. I've just got to throw the tarp over. You know. So was it the 4x4?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gone for like 25 minutes, and there's me and Dom kind of nervously biting our fingers, wondering whether to call in air rescue. You know. But
I didn't leave you guys in the background that when I did that, did I?
No. We were still we were doing the sound check, but it's just that, you know,
Okay,
5
good,
minutes
yeah.
turned into about half an hour. So
Yeah, well, I knew I had time to kill and stuff, and I picked a few things up out of the yard while I was out there because I knew if I didn't do it right then and I sat down here and 3 hours later I got a foot of snow, I would have been like, shit was buried.
Yeah, I
So I
should have known.
grabbed
You
it.
probably were hunting a bear at the same time.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
just
Yeah,
get that
food,
bottom out
lunch,
there.
dinner.
Yeah.
Right on. Boom. Right on. Right on. And let's go through the paces with you too, man. How'd you get started? What was it like as a teenage musician? Where did it take you to as a young adult? What's one of your highest accolades that you remember in your music career, either as a teen, post adult, to now, man? Just give us the rundown of everything that is memorable to you and you would like this community to know about you so they can get a better idea of where you
Yeah,
came from
I
and how
get
you
asked
got
the
here.
question about like the one especially about what was your most kind of proud moment. I've been asked that a couple of times, and every time my entire memory goes, I forget everything I've done, and it's like, what the hell am I going to say? And it's like they keep
Yeah.
changing in my mind, but I'll do my best to try and be consistent. But no, I started off with music as a child, doing choirs and things, and my mom was fairly strict. I mean, I was born in '64, so it was a different era then, and
Yeah,
she
me
would
too.
turn off anything that sounded remotely like modern
Rock and roll.
music. You know, yeah,
Rock and
exactly.
roll.
Nothing like that. So my only exposure was by accident. And a record my father had stuffed at the back of the liquor cabinet, in fact, which was a really appropriate place for it, which was actually Buddy Holly's, an album of Buddy Holly songs. And I remember sneaking that to the record player and listening to it and hoping, because we didn't have headphones or anything in those days,
What
so,
song
and
was it,
listening
man?
to it. Well, it was That'll Be the Day.
Yeah.
And I think it was the first one on it, and it had all the major hits on it. So I think it must have been a greatest hits or something. And that kind of set me up to the idea that you didn't have to dress up like a penguin and sit in a concert hall and play the kind of music that I'd been exposed to, which I enjoyed. But you could also there was this stuff, and it was a lot jiggier and made you
Yeah,
foot
all right.
tap more. And I kind of liked it. But when I got into the teens and early sort of post 10 really, and my friends started to play me music and stuff like that, and I think it kind of very quickly I got into punk and stuff like that, because that came out when I was about 13 or 14 or something, and the idea that anybody could do it, that was the thing that really grabbed me. I liked the instant nature of it. You
Yeah.
just pick up a guitar and that's it, your art is
It
done.
sounded like shit and
Yeah,
anybody could do it, right?
exactly, but it's over and you can walk off, it's like, and get a drink or whatever it is you wanted to do. Well, not at 13, but yeah, so I kind of progressed into school bands and went very much the traditional way. I mean, I had some music lessons as a child and whatever, and did music at school, and then decided I had to find a career, so it was either science or art, and I chose art because I didn't really like the idea of working for a living. So,
Right on.
and then I messed up art. Well, I didn't mess it up. I just realised I wasn't very good at it, and changed to music, and then studied music, and went on.
Right on.
And you can't make a living as a musician, so I then studied history, and so I could teach. And that was really. But I did while I was doing my degree and stuff. Actually, I was working in studios and things in London, so I was doing session work, but mainly I was sweeping up and making cups of tea and occasionally pressing a button on a mixing desk. It was a
Right
nice
on.
mixing desk though, it was a Neve, it was beautiful. But I got kind of into doing, after live stuff, because after doing bands and things for a while, it was quite nice to get into the studio because I could do everything myself. I didn't have to mess with these crazy musicians.
Right
So
on.
I kind of liked doing things like that. And that was really, and then I kind of got married, had children, didn't really do much music, it
Life,
went
yeah.
very much the traditional way, and then picked it up when I had to stop working again. I had to learn to play again because of various reasons, but and just got back into doing it, and it's kind of, I'd always just been like a Sunday player, just I'd pick up the guitar every now and again, and whatever, and then I hadn't anything else to do, so it kind of saved my life, gave me something to focus on. And then I found the Hippie Show, kind of to compress it into all of it. And I can't remember now whether it was Mooney or whether it was Jack. I cannot remember who it was that said I should go over. And I thought, oh, cool, okay, let's have a look at this. And I didn't have a clue what I was going to walk into. Most of the things I'd seen on YouTube were toxic. and they were, I was thinking, oh, yeah, I don't really want to go into the chat. I don't know any of these people. They obviously, throwing insults at each other and I'm not really into that kind of thing. So I didn't bother. And then I saw the chat here, and everybody was really, they were all talking to each other like normal human beings. And
Right
it
on.
was interesting, it's like people were talking about, about gear. It was kind of wow. And I kind of, so I piped in, and I think I made the biggest mistake. I kind of said hello in chat, and everybody was really nice and said hello back. And then, have you got any music? And I completely well, of course I have, but I didn't want to say it. And then somebody said, well, you should ask for it to be played. So I just said it in the chat, like every idiot does. Sorry, I was that idiot who
Can you
didn't
play
know.
my
that
song?
Yeah, well, I didn't know how it was done. It was the middle of a show. You hadn't said.
I didn't know how it was
anything.
done either. I was just winging it at that time too, bro. It was
That's
all new
right.
to me.
But you did. You played it, and it was it was quite interesting to see that it wasn't an audience. It wasn't so much looking for an audience. It was looking for a bunch of other musicians who could be as geeky as me, and that I could just chat with, because it was COVID. We weren't going out. Everything was locked down, and it opened my eyes to the idea that you could do stuff with other people, because Mark Wade was played on that show. And I think he was with Tack Full House, one of his earlier ones. And it suddenly made me think, okay, got a guy in Japan and a guy in America. Right, okay, well, that's cool. Let's try that. And it just spiraled out from there. It was suddenly realised that there's a whole world of musicians, and I don't have to sit in Birmingham in England thinking, there's no one near. It's like they're an email away. And it's kind of where I am now. As for the proudest moment, I think I have to say that my mind just instantly went to, we outsold Bucks Fizz, who were having top 10 hits at the time at a local nightclub when I was about 19, maybe 20. I think maybe 20. We outsold them, and we were a completely unsigned and unknown band.
Right.
So that was a proud moment and a triumph for good pop over bad pop. Well, actually, I'm being mean to them, but I don't know if you know who they were.
Right on.
They had a Eurovision Song Contest hit.
No.
Yeah, they were sort of cabaret pop, So it was outselling them. Probably doesn't sounds better than it really was. But,
Oh man, pop singers everywhere.
Yep. Singers.
Singers. Yeah. Right.
So yes.
A lot of people were saying Ian and Mooney came over at the same time. I remember it well.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that's an
I think
accurate statement?
I think it is. He might have been at the. I am pretty convinced he was at the same show, and I'm not sure whether he'd come and commented on something or whether Jack had. I think it might have been Jack that commented on one of my videos, and I think I was more surprised that anybody had commented on a video. It's like, you look back at the early stuff of mine, it's like it's got 2 views. Those are both me checking the upload and then watching it again. So, it's like, and that I think is probably true of everybody here, that we're all, audiences don't attract, they don't usually, YouTube won't give you an audience. It gives you access to making an audience if you do the work. And doing the work is real hard to make it, fully get off the ground. So what I see it is, it's like a community club. It's like a social club for musos. All us crazy musicians who are really geeky about it can just get together and not bother the other people, not annoy everybody else. Yeah. So I love it. It's like, it's become quite a big part of my social life. I think, like Francis said, he's a mate. I know him really well. I know his family now. We've never met, but we're chatting 2-3 times a week. We're on streams like this, private streams. We would just jam and fiddle around with the head rush and talk rubbish, and
for hours, man.
Yeah,
hours
it is.
Hours, yeah.
Mooney's just said, Dread Nephilim, his Imperial Lord, has just said that it's a pub without beer, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's a pub without beer.
Good deal. Awesome stuff, man. So how's the family doing? How you doing? I mean, you got some stuff going on with you that's slowing you down and not
yeah, just the normal.
Kind of knocking you down every once in a while, man. But you're still hanging and you're staying strong. I mean, this community is,
I mean, with COVID happening and everything, I was on a waiting list for a pancreatic transplant, and that got put on pause because of the the crisis. And that's still a case now. Things still haven't caught up, and things fortunately have progressed to a point where technology is getting so much better than when I was first put on this regime, on the regime I'm on now, that I may not need to go down the transplant route, which is
Right
good
on.
from my perspective, because I won't have to spend the rest of my life on anti-rejection therapy, and my immunity won't go any worse than it is, which it would. I mean, my immunity system is compromised anyway, being type 1 diabetic, so I catch everything. So I'm never healthier than when the lockdown was on. In fact, I was the healthiest I'd been for years during the lockdown. And as soon as everyone went back out to work, I started getting everything going. But other than that, I mean, that's just, life is what it is, and you either love it or you don't. And I love it. I love life. I'm going to have to
Right
drag
on.
me away kicking and screaming. So, that's just my life at the moment. But I don't feel it does. I feel I do as much, probably more now in some ways. Although I'm not physically out there doing stuff, I'm doing more things online than I ever really did before. So, it's
Yeah.
all good. And the
So,
family's great. Got my eldest on a second year at university, top of the class. I have to say that she is actually top of the class. So,
right
and she's
on.
studying photography, and doing sports photography and taking pictures of Aston Villa, of all things, a major league. She takes photographs there. She's just had an interview in a local magazine and stuff. So she's forging ahead. My youngest is
Right
just
on.
about to do her first set of exams, so she's freaking out.
Well, she
I've got my
just turned sweet
goddaughter.
16, right?
Yeah, she turned 16 like at the beginning of the month. Her birthday's
Yeah.
on the same day as our wedding anniversary. She was born on our 16th wedding anniversary.
Right
Um,
on.
so we kind of get both celebrations together. But she's freaking out because she's got her exams coming up. But
Yeah.
again, I don't really have any worries about her. I've also got my goddaughter staying, and we've also got tonight. I told Jeff this earlier. We've got the little girl that my daughter's childmind for, and because it's mom and dad need some alone time, she's staying overnight here, and she's having a bit of a Halloween party, even though it's a bit early. And so
Yeah.
I've got what, five girls and two female cats in the house, so anything could happen. So
Right
yeah, and if my internet connection goes off, it's because they're watching bloody movies. That's what I shall use that as my excuse and stick to it.
on. Right on. Yeah. So if there are any interruptions in Ian's stuff, he's way over in the UK, man. So he's
Yeah.
trying to stay connected, and I'm sure the Wi-Fi signal is getting bounced all over the house. So
Hmm.
yeah, but your audio is coming through. You're getting a little glitchy here and there with your video, but
Right.
the audio's still coming through fairly well, man.
Okay. Keep my fingers crossed.
Right
See
on.
what-
Any last words you want to say about anything at all that you might want people to know about? I mean, you got a hellacious. Where can they find your music, man?
Mostly you can find it. Most of it is just on YouTube, but I've got music on Bandcamp, which is available for download or whatever if you want to, and it's all up basically. In order to get one of the things functioning on Bandcamp, you have to have one thing with a price on it, otherwise it won't put up your whole list. And
Yeah.
so one of the tracks, which is a really early one, and nobody would ever go, is priced at like $1, and the rest of them are all free if you want them. You just have to
Yeah.
send me your email address so I can, sort of send curses your way for not giving me money, you cheap bastards.
Yeah.
So that, no, seriously. But yeah, it's there. But I do most things on YouTube. It's not really. I'm not doing this commercially, so it, I like Bandcamp the way it stores stuff, so I just put stuff
Yeah.
up on there and on YouTube really. I've got a new album that I'm working on, but don't think I'll release it as a whole album because I think it's asking a lot for people to listen to 45 minutes of your work in one go.
Yeah.
And it's even though I don't enjoy the process of making videos as much as I should, perhaps nevertheless it's probably better to do it one at a time.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
you
and
just
then
released
recently
one
I've
a while ago. Blah blah blah. Right.
yeah, that's right. That was the album that I've just released, I think I'm up to. I've got one more video to put out on YouTube, and then they've all been done.
Right on.
But yeah, so that would be probably the next one I'm doing. Oh, well, I mean, apart from things like the band, the house band, and quite a few collaborations that I've got that I've been dragging my feet over a few of them because of having colds and sore throats and things.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll get back onto to doing them some justice.
So how many collaborations do you think you've done, and who was the first and who is the last right now? Who was the first collaboration you did,
Right, I'm gonna
and
have to
who's
go
going to
and look,
be
'cause
the next one?
I can't actually remember. It's crazy, isn't it? It's over 100. I know that. Let me just look at my playlist because I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Where did I put them?
Didn't you say
Yeah.
Laurie was your first collaboration?
She was
Or
one of the
maybe
first.
not.
Actually, no, I've got over here. Actually, I've got about. I think there's about 110 that I've got. I'm not sure if that's all of them though. I think actually looking at this, "Beds Are Burning," which was a cover that I did with Craig Flowers Music, was actually the first one I released. Although it wasn't the first one I did, but it's the first one I released. And
Right
then
on.
"Time to Think" with Francis, I think was the first one that the first collaboration of an original song, and then the next one I think was with Laurie. I think that was the one that with the "Don't You Forget About Me" with Laurie's Mishmosh, which was
Yeah,
I
was
think was
that
her
her
first
first
collaboration.
collab?
That was her, yeah, hers and Francis's.
Okay.
So I was there first. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, and then it's gone crazy ever since. And the last one up that I did is the Moon. Actually, it is the last one. Yeah, the Moon is Watching, which was me and Hurricane Moon. We only ever really worked outside the house band on a couple of things. One was way back in the early days, and that was it's Not Over, a collaboration with oh god, what was his name? I'm gonna have to look that up because my mind's going blank on names. It always does. Um, Right, Brian. Yeah, it was Brian Landreth who came up with the chord sequence, and then Mooney and
yeah.
I
Brian
kind of
hasn't
turned
been
it.
around for a little while now.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, it's
I'd
just
love
that.
to
Yeah,
see him
so
again.
apologies for not remembering your name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the. He just said, would you like to work on this? So we kind of put the track together based on the chord sequences that he'd used, and he made the video, which was the one with Vanishing Point. You might remember it had the
Kowalski,
car
yeah.
chasing. Yeah, that's
Kid
right. And that was that
Kowalski.
one. That was quite early as well.
When the fat lady sings or something like that, and you know
Yeah,
we're doing the
that's
fat
right.
lady sings, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That was one of the lyrics in it. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was the name of the song? What did you call the song?
It was called "It's Not Over."
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I think I might have been the third or fourth that we did, but again, that's an original song.
Right on.
So I do tend to do far more originals than covers. So I thought I'd reverse that tonight and do
Right
far
on.
more covers than originals.
Right on. So what do you got for us, man?
Well, this one, there's a backstory here, and it's all about you.
Me?
You actually requested this from when Francis and I did the replay. We did the live replay thing where we did the hang, and you actually requested this in chat, and I didn't know it. Well, I know the song obviously, but I didn't know how to play it. So I thought I'd do that for you, because I'm fairly sure that you meant it as a joke. So
I don't even know what you're talking about right now. So
Well,
I'm just like,
it's if I just say it's a Del Shannon song.
oh no, I wasn't messing around. It's like, yeah, do it.
Okay, well, in that case, good. It's not a joke, so I didn't learn it for nothing. So that's
Right
good.
on.
So yeah, this is it's Runaway,
Right on.
Del Shannon. But I'll see if I can do it some justice.
Right on. Ian Luckett, everybody. Del Shannon, Runaway.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love that was so strong. And as I walk on, I think of things we've done together when our hearts were young. I'm a-walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel the pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. I wonder, why, wonder why she went away. I wonder run, 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 run away. I'm walking in the rain. I feel the thorn and I feel the pain. Wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away. And I wonder if she will stay. My little runaway, run, 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 run away. Run, 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 run away.
Boom. Runaway. We had some audio stutter through the song. I think it's just connection, man. I'm not really
Right.
sure what's going on.
Sorry about that. I'm going to have to do something about my connection at some point.
Yeah. It's that little,
The clicking, the kind of
not the
electrical
clicking, no, it was intermittent interruptions in the song with the connections.
Ah, right. Ooh.
Yeah. The vocals are good, but the when the guitar came in, it really set things off. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe the gain's a little high on the guitar or something like that.
Well, the guitar's not plugged in, so if I, excuse me for the
Okay.
pop,
Or
I
the
move that
mic.
around slightly, maybe that would be a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is the
hopefully
mic
that
being over juiced?
No, it's actually on quite a low setting, so it's not peaking on the at all. It's even, yeah, even a click isn't clicking.
Yeah.
It's not popping until you get real close to it. So.
It's all right. No, people understood the gist of the song anyway, man. Folks, sometimes live stuff is like that, man. It can't be helped, you know what I mean? But we'll just work through it, man. Good deal. No, I was serious about the Del Shannon song, yeah. I didn't think anybody'd pick it up, but yeah, I'm glad you did,
We
man.
see everything.
Rock on. Good deal. What's your next song you got for us, man?
Well, I thought I'd do. I'm echoing, aren't I? That's all right. I thought I'd do an original one, the second one, which is actually off the album before Blah Blah Blah, which is the opening track on it called Out of the Dark, which Francis knows some interesting stories about, which he's promised never to reveal. So there you go, just leave that one hanging. But and it's a song that when I did it, I kind of overproduced it. So I kind of thought it works quite nicely just as an acoustic number. So I thought I'd do that one, see what people think.
Right on. Maybe push the mic back a little bit. Maybe it's getting overcrowded with vocals in the
Okay, can you
guitar.
still hear me on that one?
Oh yeah, you're coming through loud and proud.
Okay. All right. So,
Go ahead and give it a shot, man. See what happens.
okay. I think I need someone to show me the light. Take me by the hand, please, and help me out of the dark. Oh, please, don't tell me how to be. 'Cause right now I need a friend more than I need to see. Take a trip with me back to the places I've been. And every shadow in my heart is a roadmap for me. Tell me about you. 'cause I wanna know all the places inside us that we never show. Try to hold on tight, this ride could get real. And if you hold yourself down, what will you ever feel? Well, I can hear angels crying, and I can feel whole worlds turning. You and I was never meant to be apart, so take me by the hand and help me out of the dark. Take me by the hand, help me out of the dark. I don't care if I'm blinded, help me out of the dark. If you're drowning in shadows, it's not a walk in the park. And all I need is a friend to help me out of the dark.
Boom. Rock on, man.
Did any of that come through?
Yeah, I mean, it's just your connection, bro. There's not much you can do with it and stuff.
Apologize
yeah.
to everybody.
Oh, it's no worries, man. Boom to the boom. We'll muddle through either way, man. I know.
Yeah, maybe it'll clean up for the next ones.
Yeah. Yeah,
Friendly
hopefully.
optimistic.
Right on. Good deal. Yeah, all your audio is cool, right? You didn't change anything between that.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, you're good then. Yeah, we somewhat know what we're doing over here. But yeah, stuff hits the brick sometimes, man. Where's Francis DiMarzio? He needs to come on back in here, man. Bring some light. Some light into my situation here. There we go. So where's Francis at, man?
Where's Francis? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Francis?
can't, because I can't see the people in the back of the...
Well, right now all we got down there is Dominic, man, and Francis decided to take off on us, man.
Ah,
right.
right.
on.
I think when you don't chuck us out into the green room, when you leave, and you have to sign back in again.
No, you
No?
just
Right.
you just go to the bottom.
All right.
That's about it. Yeah. No.
Yeah, Preston, he's getting cuddles in the puddle room.
Right on. Boom.
That's why he plays the blues.
Yeah. Well, we got Dominic Torregrossa here, man. Dominic, is there
Hello again.
is there anything of either me or Ian or Francis you'd like to know about that maybe I didn't hit on, or you know?
I'm a learn as you go kind of guy, so learn about you as we go along.
Right on.
Nothing jumping off the top of my head.
Yeah. Right on. Oh man.
Yeah, he's on the smokeless smoke break.
That's what I forgot to do.
You have to put me behind if you want me to be in here. You made me throw myself out, so I'm completely out when I do that, man. You know that, right?
Just
What?
as I said.
Yes. And I couldn't find the
Hi,
link. That's
Vivian.
why it took me a while to get back in here.
Oh man.
Yes, I'm telling you.
No, because I could put you down here like that and then
Yes,
bring
but
you back
didn't
in.
do that before. You told me to get
said-
out myself. So I said, okay, I hit the leave button. What do you want
I
me to
didn't
do?
want you to do that, you goof.
I couldn't. I
don't
can't.
think-
I have no
is
other
there
way
any
of
other
doing
way
it.
of doing it?
Of course not. I can't do it. He has to put
I
me
didn't
out.
want you to leave,
Oh, you
leave,
can.
leave.
You press the three buttons on your little icon at the bottom of the screen.
Can I?
And say remove from stream.
Shut
I've never
up. I
noticed
didn't know
before.
that. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
These are the
know.
technical people of Hippie's show.
Just,
We-
just by the
Look,
children
look,
like they
look,
do.
Dominic. Ian
I
and
got
I
the
always
goofs running
said
the asylum, man. I'm right there.
we're the peak of professionalism over
Absolutely.
here, man.
Yep. There is
Probably,
nothing
probably
like
all of
professional-
Ian's set. Francis was like upstairs going his life. I don't know. He just kicked me out the show.
I'd never do that, man. I'd never do that.
No, as I always say, there is nothing like professionalism, and this is nothing like professionalism. So,
Right on.
Ian, I gotta ask you something.
yeah.
You have a YouTube window open and the stream open, right?
Yes, I do.
You know what
Yeah.
that does to you, man. You have to close the YouTube so that it doesn't take all your resources. That's what was happening with your internet, I think.
Okay, I'll do that now then. In that, because I was trying to post links up and everything. Okay,
Yeah.
I've just gone off. So,
But that's the thing.
Maybe
Because
that will help.
your internet always gets freaky when you're into those two things at the same time, man.
Right, I always feel guilty because it means that you lose a watch. You know.
Do you got some reverb on your voice or anything?
Yeah, I've forgotten to turn it off as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
There you go. That should be
Dominic,
better.
man, your performance was amazing, man. I really enjoyed it. And I figured I was listening before I came downstairs and I heard you were in your pajamas. I said, the hell with it. I'm going in my pajamas too, man.
There you go.
That's it.
Right on.
It's just a wardrobe malfunction waiting to happen.
No, we discussed it prior.
Yeah, it was all planned.
I don't know what you're doing, Ian. You're like sweatshirt.
Maybe it's pajamas in England. That's the guilty.
No. Pajamas all look ridiculous all over the world.
Right on. Good deal. So is there anybody over there in chat that has a question for any of the panel over here? If you have a question that you want to know about somebody or you want to ask somebody something about, just go ahead and throw it up there in chat and we'll see if we can find it out. Vivian Smiling's here, man. Vivian, I hope you're
Vivian.
feeling better. Right on. Mike Shaner's out there. Good deal. DogPa's hanging out,
What the
man.
hell's Doc saying? He said, well, I didn't know you hit on Francis. Who are you talking about? Who hit on me?
Somebody trying to get some sexy time with Francis or what?
I don't know. Those cuddles look a lot like strangles. What the hell's going on? You guys are nuts, man. What the hell? Ask when Francis is giving me his Fender Strat. Which one you want? My 1996 one or the one I just built?
Yeah.
You could put him in a real awkward position. Just say the 1996 one because there's no way he's ever going to let go.
What's all you guys' favorite decade of music? For me, I'd have to say from about 63, 62, 63, maybe to like 78, right around there. All the the Mamas and Papas, the Everly Brothers ears, some late 60s stuff, all the way into boom when Sabbath hit the trail right there and Led Zeppelin all popped in, Pink Floyd, right around that era, man. I mean,
That was
just
in my
peak
back garden.
teenage years. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Sabbath were literally down the road from where I grew up. So, yeah,
Right.
yeah, it was that. Beatles, obviously, nobody can't like the Beatles. I mean, they're lying if they say they don't like the Beatles.
Yeah, I don't
the
like the
Stones.
Beatles.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I don't like them
that's,
either.
That's rubbish. Everyone likes.
I mean, it's nostalgia is the only reason I like them is because okay, give them some props, but do I like them? Not
But
really.
yeah, the Stones. I think actually, I was always more of a Stones fan. I kind of I like the
I
strut.
only
of
like
rock
the
and roll.
early Stones.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the Stones, too.
But I like that strutty thing with it. To me, it's all about wearing skin tight jeans, leather jackets, and making the chicks go. Ah! That's what it's really all about. No other message in my music whatsoever.
Oh man.
But yeah, I grew up with punk and post-punk, new romantic, new wave, that kind of thing. So that was more of an influence on me.
Yeah. Helter
Yeah,
Skelter.
I'm like the mid 70s to mid 80s, and hard rock to heavy metal to punk. That's pretty much how I did it as well. And then I went to like folk music like after that and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
that's
gonna have
that's
to keep
what.
muting the chat's getting hysterically funny. It's like Hetriades just said, "Thank God for Rick Astley and MC Hammer," and they keep telling me to do a Megadeth track, which is it's killing me. So sorry about that.
Right on. Right on. Good deal. Come on, folks, get some questions rolling up here so we can
Well,
See
that
what's going on.
Dogpa Courtney was my favorite Beatle too, to be honest. You know, and I'm actually a guy from I'm a '90s guy, so I love the earlier music too. Obviously, I was influenced by it. You know, especially having played with my older cousins and stuff. I played Stones, CCR, and U2, and all sorts of stuff. But I mean, I'm a '90s guy. I didn't like Courtney so much. I liked her husband a little better, but you know, that's yeah.
Yeah. Doc still says Courtney did it. Yeah.
I believe that too. But anyways, we won't go there.
No, I agree, Mooney. Chesley Hawkes is God. Yeah. I Am the One and Only is one of the finest pop songs ever written.
That's not a nice thing to say, Chris.
What did Chris say? I know all about Tom and Clooney.
I wish I did.
That's what happens when you don't have any friends. Overshare.
Poor Vivian's on her phone, man. What else we got over here, man?
Francis,
got a-
you had
Yeah,
me
go ahead.
cracking up before when you were talking about, you know, when Hippie was like, "Oh, is your wife full upset because you're downstairs playing?" And she's like, "They'll go." I'm like, same exact scenario in my life. And matter of fact, that has become like a divining rod of the people I will associate and not associate with. If I come across people like, you know, my family just doesn't support what I do, I'm like, all right, I have to get out of here because you're not the person. You know, it's like, that's what I always say. They let you do it.
Exactly.
That's the support.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No, but you're totally right. And my wife does support me because, I mean, I remember a long time ago, and I think, well, Ian knows this. I think Hippie knows this too, but I mentioned it before. You know, I remember when we got engaged to get married, my wife. You know, it's like, I complained. I'm like, you know, the girl gets a big rock and everything. The guy gets nothing. My wife bought me my Telecaster,
Oh, that's
basically.
cool.
You know, and I proposed to her. She had hid it at her parents' house for the longest time, you know, because we were already living together. I proposed to her, and she pulls out this Telecaster, and I'm like, holy shit, man, this is awesome, man.
She's
you know?
prepared.
Like, exactly.
That's a keeper.
Well, exactly. There you go. You know? So that, I mean, for me, that's supportive, you know. And even if she doesn't want to hear it all the time and says, you know, go play your guitar, I don't mind, you know. That's fine. I'm happy.
100%.
Boy, George is better than Eddie Van Halen. I'll get my coat.
I love blues, Chris. If you're talking about how much Chicago, I'm a big fan of like B.B. King and a lot of blues. You know, my cousin was into to a lot of blues and stuff. So yeah, I was influenced by a lot of the blues guys and everything. But yeah, if you have to ask me who my all-time favorite is, I'm a huge fan of B.B. King, man.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite? Okay, I'll just ask you, each of you, what's your favorite song of all time? What's the song that does it for you?
That's hard to nail down.
It's a start. Probably very few people will know it. It's a song called "Before the Bullfight" by David Sylvian, which I want played at my funeral because it's like 15 minutes long. So you gotta
Make them
sit
suffer, right?
there, make them suffer, yeah, keep them, and make sure they're wailing and tearing their hair out. I don't want any of this celebration. Oh no, I don't want a celebration on that. But yeah, that's the song. It's off his second solo album, Gone to Earth, and it just transports me every time I hear it. It's just an amazing musical journey. So
I know. Now, mine's A Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. Just something about it when I heard it. It's like it's so simple. It's just so simple. Even any idiot could understand exactly what he's trying to say. And if you're not down with the simplicity of the song and what it really means, you're just a heartless son of a bitch, in my opinion. You just don't get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it is a wonderful world, and we got so many people trying. Like I always tell people, it's like if we had to write the book of history on humanity right now, it wouldn't be a good book, man. And it takes simple little things like that song to remind me of what it really could be. I know it sounds, I don't know if you want to say childlike and wishful thinking and stuff like that, but that's where that song takes me, man. and then you got Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Just simple little things like that, you know. But yeah, as far as favorite songs go, those two would probably be it. But yeah,
For me, it's kind of bounce around, but as soon as you said it, the first song that came in my head was "Don't Let It Bring You Down" from Neil Young.
yeah. Right on. Yeah.
About you, Francis?
It's hard to pinpoint because there's so many different styles that I like and so much music that I like. I can't pinpoint to one favorite song, but if you had to ask me what my favorite song is at this moment in the last few years, I can pinpoint it down to one song, and I can tell you that it's actually a community song, and I love that song. And I've said it all the time. It's the collaboration between Ian and Andy Dion, Complicated. I totally love that song. It's one of my favorites. Like, honestly, if you tell me that is my favorite song. I really like that song.
And I agree with you. I think it's one of the most well done pieces of music. I don't know if it was done. I mean, the way you guys talk about it, it was kind of done by mistake, but on purpose, kind of, and it just fell together the way you guys. It fell together the way it wasn't supposed to, but it came out and it worked right. Is that about right?
Yeah, it wasn't really that. It felt right all the way through. It just was very easy to do for me. Andy obviously did all the music, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Whether
but he had no idea what you would come up with.
None at all. Just sent me the music track and had we didn't even talk about lyrics or anything like that. I think Andy said he thought that it ought to be a little bit uplifting, but other than, and that was probably about it. Just a general flavour. And it literally, as I was playing it, I was humming along the basic tune that really became the tune. It sprang almost instantly into being. But the only question was whether to call it complicated or constipated. That was really the only question. So,
Honestly, for me, that song, like I said, it is my favorite. For me, it was the turning point in the community. It's when I found that the collaborations, they were brought to another level. I found that the quality was slowly. You saw the progression of slowly improving to reaching there. To me, that was a turning point in our community, basically, and I love that song. And to me, it signifies people really working hard together to really perfect music and songs together. And
the possibilities, man.
Yeah.
You really woke up to what the possibilities
Yeah.
of across the world collaborations could actually do and bring to the music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. I got a Punk Metal call on definitely.
Cheers, dog. I got my Coke Zero here, but it's okay, man.
It's in a cup.
Right on, man. So you got all you guys. This is your second show, the Whale show.
third.
What do you kind of think of the format and stuff? Is there something? I mean, I'm open to criticism or
I think Ian was a girl
suggestions
too.
and stuff.
I was on
He
the
was
girls'
on the
show.
girls' night
Yeah.
too. There on the Whale
Oh
girl
yeah,
night.
yeah.
He was an honorary girl.
That's right. Yeah.
You want our suggestions, basically, of what we think of the show?
Don't be a dick community song at the end of the show. Metalhead Hippie.
Oh, that's her favorite.
Yeah, right.
That was a fun one to write too.
It was fun. Yeah.
So what was the gist of that? How did that? I mean, obviously I coined the phrase "Don't be a dick" for the show, but what made you guys grab a hold of that and decide to make a song out of it, and how'd that come about?
I think grabbing stuff from Hippie, what he says, that came from Andy, because in the first couple of videos that we did, well, Andy made the videos, and he would always grab snippets of you and put them in the videos. And that kind of gave us the idea of like, well, yeah, why don't we just, I guess Ian, let me write a song of something he said. And I remember we used to be in the chat sometimes, Andy, Mooney, and us, and it's like, okay, we're gonna write a song about don't be a dick, as he was talking about. And then the next song is gonna be this, and the next song is gonna be, we were listening to what you were saying, and stuff. So it was like funny, I mean, it's about having fun, and that's the whole point. You say something funny, okay, let's write a song about it. That's it.
Right on. Right on. Good deal. Dominic, what's the next couple songs you have for us, man? We're going to ask you to play 2 songs back to back. Francis, we're going to ask you to do the same thing. And then Ian is going to take us out, man. Hopefully we can get your audio to mellow out. Be great.
I am going to play like one of the most iconic heavy metal songs of the early 80s. That's going to be my first song. And then I am going to play one of my own songs called Footsteps. That you played it once, I believe, Jeff, and then I haven't recorded it yet because it's been a tough song for me to get my hands on because it's kind of an emotional song for me. So I haven't gotten to the point where I could really record it yet. So I'm going to play that. And that one's called Footsteps.
Right on. You ready to do that for us, man? We're all going to hang out here, and we're going to participate in your song here, man.
And I just got to switch my shit.
Right on. What's the first song again, Dom? You're muted, bro.
You're muted, Dom.
Goof.
All right, there now? Yeah.
There you go. What are you doing for us, Dom?
The first song is Rainbow in the Dark from Dio.
Right on. How about it, man?
Excuse me one second. Lightning, you know it always brings me down, 'cause it's free, and I see that it's me who's lost and never found. I cry for magic, I feel it dancing in the light. Was cold, lost my hold, the shadows of the night. There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. Your demons, do they ever let you go? When you're tired, do they hide deep inside of someone that you know? You're just a picture, you're an image caught in time. We're alive, you and I, we're words without a rhyme. There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. When I see lightning, you know it always gets me down, 'cause it's free, and I see that it's me that's lost and never found. Feel the magic, I feel it dancing in the light. But it's fear you will hear calling you, beware. Look out! There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. Rainbow in the dark. No sign of the morning. Rainbow in the dark.
Boom. Right on, bro.
That was
Oh, yeah.
awesome, man. Totally
Good
awesome.
deal.
And I gotta agree with Hurricane Moon there, or Dread Nephilim. You're pouring your soul out there, man. Your performance is amazing, man.
Right on, man.
Alcohol helps.
And I love the sound, your acoustic and your vocals together, but your acoustic sounds freaking awesome, man. You got nice sound out of that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right on.
All
That's
right,
not
so
a
go
baritone,
right
is it?
What's that?
That's not a baritone, is it?
No, it's
Sounds thick, man.
well, I have. That's because I'm plugged in through. It's called. It creates a stereo, but then it's also being picked up by the mic.
Right on. Yeah, it just sounds real thick and bassy like a baritone, man.
Oh yeah, I turned the bass up a lot because it gets a lot tinnier through the microphone, so I was trying to compensate it.
Right on. Yeah, so what's the next song you want to do? And any parting words? Because when we get done with you, we're going to just roll right into the next one. And then when Ian comes up, we're just going to say goodbye and stuff like that.
The next song is called Footsteps, and no parting words.
No parting words?
Just goodbye, everyone, and thanks.
Dominic Torregrossa, man. No parting words. Let's check it out.
No, it's not called No Parting Words. I have no parting words. I was like, oh shit, I gotta make up a song on the fly. All right. Now
Don't
this
pay
is called,
attention to me, bro.
this is called Footsteps.
Footsteps. Dominic Torregrossa.
That's better. I've been walking in your footsteps since the day that I was born. You're the one who taught me about right and wrong. Lately I've been thinking about all yesterdays. I don't know where the time went, but I miss you every day. And you used to tell me life is like a river. Oh, take it for a ride. Take it for a ride. You won't always be a winner. No, but gotta lose with pride. And hold your head up high. Grown a little older, maybe wiser too. Did I ever say I'm sorry for all I put you through? I never thought how the years were passing by, and I wake up in the morning and you worry by my side, so you can tell me Life is like a river. No, came for a man to cry, for a man to cry. Listen to me, mister. These are the best years of your life, and they are the best of mine. I wish that I took the time to know the man you were inside, but I don't think that you're mine. Everything we ever did, I remember all my life, throughout all time. I've been walking in your footsteps since the day that I was born. I'm walking in your footsteps since the day that I was born. And all at once, it all seemed so crystal clear. Took a lot of fighting, get from there to here. And it really makes no difference that you're not here to see. 'Cause I am you, and you are me. And you used to tell me, life is like a river. Oh, I gotta do that part again. Life is like a river. Oh, you gotta keep it real. Be a big forgiver. And boy, don't you ever run, because you are my son.
Oh yeah, man.
Really good song,
That
mate.
was awesome, brother.
Thank you.
I think it gave most of us the feel. Like, I think kudos for getting through that without tears streaming down your face.
Yeah, I'm a little choked, man. You got me, bro.
Yeah, that one gets me every time. It's quite cathartic.
Rightly so, man. Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, my relationship with my dad ain't the greatest in the world, man. And I know there's a lot of people that are just like me, and but I admire people that have that relationship and fondness of their fathers and stuff, and had the opportunity to really know who they were and experience life with them and stuff like that, man.
Oh yeah, 100%. Know what I think now is, I think of as the plight of man, that you don't get it until you got kids, and then once you have kids, you're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I was so terrible. I don't, but I think dads know it. You know, I'm expecting it from my kids. You know, it's already starting at, at 7 and 9, challenging me every step of the way. And, I guess we just got to do it. So,
They say that children are your parents' revenge.
Yeah. Oh, 100%,
I've had my father tell me, I hope your kids are as good as you were. You'll understand,
Yeah.
Boom. You got a lot of people a little emotional over there, man.
Some people say they
You
have
made my
allergies.
chat weepy.
They got
My
allergies.
chat's all
That's what they're
wet.
saying.
Yeah,
Get
They
the
need
tissues
they need a
out.
tissue emoji.
soggy chat. Yeah.
Oh man. Right on, Dom. That was awesome stuff, man.
Thank you very
thanks,
much.
Thanks for participating in Whale number 7, man, and the past Whale shows, and I hope to have you on in the future
Oh.
also, man.
Like I said, now that I'm set up, you can call me on a moment's notice, and I love doing it. It's probably my favorite music activity to do since probably over recording songs, because this
Right on.
takes me back to a long 12 years of my life where I just almost every night of the week I was out somewhere playing someplace.
Right
So
on,
it's
man.
fun to do.
All right on. Appreciate that, man. So up next we have Mr. Francis DiMarzio, man. He's going to rip out some awesome jams for us, right?
I was gonna play an original, but I mean, if you want me to rip out
No,
a jam,
yeah.
I could end it with
Well,
a jam if you want.
You
but, you know.
do whatever the hell you want to do, man. This is
I don't know what I want to do. That's the thing. I didn't pick a song. I don't know which one of my songs you want to hear, Jeff. You know. I'll do it acoustic. I mean, I could play "Fuck the Manufacturer," "Life's a Pisser," "Dumb." I don't know. Which one do you want to hear?
Which one's got the most swearing in it?
Fuck the manufacturer.
What's the one where you're like one of the verses about what you had for breakfast?
Oh, that's a long 2 years. Yes.
I love that one. Yeah, I like
Okay,
that one.
there you
I could
go.
try. I haven't played it in a while, but I could try.
Now
it.
say something about this song, you goof, because it means a lot to you, right?
It does.
So-
It does. I think it's one of my better songs. It's the last song, or one of my last songs that I wrote, and I put a lot of work into this. And it was about the last couple of years, man. You know, about what we were going through, basically. You know, with,
Right on.
it's basically what I lived in the last couple of years of COVID. You wake up, and that's what it is, man. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, no, it's basically, when the song comes from here, that's what it is, and that's what I lived through basically, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people mentioned in the comments they related to this song, because I don't think I'm the only one that was kind of living like that over the last couple of years. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we all had a little taste of that, man.
Mooney wants you to tell them about the rat in the video.
the rat in the video,
Oh, yeah.
I put that for entertainment. I want to see who the first person to notice that rat was. I've had
Noticed it
people
right
tell-
away. I was just like, oh,
I've
what
had
the hell,
people
a
tell
rat
me
doing?
that, ew, that rat and stuff, but yeah, no.
He's really tough on his audience, people, so bear that in mind.
Good deal.
And I know a lot of people are concerned because that room that I played in, it needed renovation. So if any of you want to come and help paint the room,
It looks a
come
lot
on.
better now.
Yeah, it does, eh? Man,
No.
green screening, it's amazing.
No worries, Preston. No worries, Preston. No worries, bro.
We struggle to get... Mooney,
What's that?
Mooney. Never mind.
You ready, bro?
No, but it's okay. I'm always ready.
Rock on, man.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Francis DiMarzio, folks. Long 2 years.
Wake up late afternoon to start my day with a coffee in one hand and an Eggo in my plate. Oh yeah. Each day that passes by seems like the last. Don't know why I tried. 2 years gone past. on my second shift. Kids are home from school. Time to enforce the rules again. Battle shall begin. Each one's just like the last. Can't move ahead when you're dredging up the past. What have I said to feel so small? It's been a long 2 years for us all. Now the music's coursing through my veins, pumping from my heart straight to my brain. It's the only thing I have keeping me sane, helping me survive and mend my pain. Thanks, guys. Now, the original version has like a lead and stuff in there too, but I mean, this is, I got to do it this way for this, but yeah.
One of the fun things about playing acoustic stuff, just cut the solo out.
Well, that's it. You just, you switch it a little bit around, so yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
That's I love it. I love because it like the simplicity of and the monotony of it, and it it just it keeps going and that's the beautiful thing about it because like I definitely went through the exact same thing. I mean, I've been working all my life, and I used to work in New York City, and I was out of my house at 5:30 in the morning. I got home around 6:30. COVID hit and the world ground to a halt. Yeah. My job was bad off that I just wound up leaving because I was barely getting any time, and the kids had. My wife was a teacher, so thankfully she kept working. So it was like someone's got to be here with the kids. So I just quit, and for a year and a half, 2 years, I was just with them, and like I said, it probably will. For one of the best times in my life was those 2 years, and we were just all four together all the time, driving each other crazy. But I mean, it was amazing. And now that it's done, from COVID, I've completely changed. My life. I found a new job. I work real close to home. I can drop them off on the bus. I can pick them up from school, so, that's why I like that song, because it really takes me back to the craziness of being at home with kids during it.
Well, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that, man. It's like, and that's it, man. I mean, I think it relates to a lot of people, basically, so, yeah.
A lot of kudos for you over there, Francis, man.
Thanks, guys. You all rock, guys.
Yeah, I think we can all feel. I think we can all feel a part of that song, man, and understand it. Yeah. Good deal, man.
So, you wanted another song. I'll leave your choice, man. If you want me to play an original on my acoustic, if you want me to play a blues jam, you pick, man. I have no issue. Whatever you want, man. I didn't plan anything. There's a show I didn't plan anything.
Why you gotta make my life so hard, man? I mean, do I gotta do everything? Do I gotta do everything? Run the show, pick the songs, pick the people?
Look, man,
I
called you when I was in traffic. I'm like, look, I'll be there a little late, but I'm gonna be there and everything. You pick whatever you want, man. I'm giving you a chance to pick whatever you want.
I even postponed the show an hour for you guys.
I know.
Do an original.
Do whatever you want, man. You pick it.
You want an original?
You pick it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, which one, Ian? 17, Dumb, Life's a Pisser, Fuck the Manufacturer, or whatever.
Yeah, that one. Do
Fuck the
Man.
I like
that one. Yeah, right. I like them all, but I like that one. That makes me chuckle.
Okay, my guitar is tuned flat. I'm not going to play it flat. Okay, I'm going to play it flat. All right,
you play it flat, man. Francis DiMarzio, folks. Right on.
All right,
Get
Fuck
him,
the
man.
Manufacturer, here we go.
Right on.
Wake up at 6 in the morning, go to the factory, $6 10-minute breaks, and we sit on garbage cans. Let me tell you, people ain't gonna get no tan. Fuck the manufacturer, fuck the factory, yeah. Fuck the manufacturer, rather collect you and see. Got myself a haircut and I quit the factory. Let me tell you, people, so good to be free. Fuck the manufacturer, fuck the factory, yeah. Fuck the manufacturer, rather collect you and see. Fuck the manufacturer, fuck the factory, yeah. Fuck the manufacturer, rather collect you and see.
Boom. Francis DiMarzio. Fuck the manufacturer.
Thank you.
Right
Yes.
on, bro.
What is it
Get some
called?
kudos flying over there for Francis, man. Awesome stuff. Original tunes. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Boom. Any parting words there, Mr. Francis?
Any parting
before-
words? This guitar smells so good. The nitro on this guitar, I can't get enough of it. Yeah. No,
Right on.
basically, it was. I enjoyed you guys' performances. You guys all rock here on the panel, and you guys all rock in the chat. I appreciate all of the friendships and the community. We have such support. What a great community we have, and I can't. I'm so thankful for this community and for everybody here. Basically, it's gotten us through hard times and everything, and it means the world to me, basically, and that's basically it.
Right on, bro. Good deal, man. I agree with that. Boom. Me doing this show, it's helped me get through. This is the way I dealt with being locked up and cooped up, man. Is I needed something to do too. I'm an aspiring guitar player. I mean, I'm trying. I learn things, and every time I listen to you guys play songs and I watch you guys create new music and stuff, I learn something from each and every one of you. And every time I do like a little backstage panel or something like that, or do a little community hang and stuff, I always try to dig and learn a little more so I can improve as a guitar player myself, man. It's a slow progress, but I don't stop doing it, and I'm happy if I can even get a riff down, and that's enough enjoyment for me on a guitar. Will there be a day where I can learn a full song and get it on the web? Hopefully, sometime soon. But we all
Just have
got.
to learn 5 riffs. We'll
Yeah.
record them and stitch them together.
Yeah, but that's kind of cheating, man. You
That's
know
what
what I mean?
everybody does, Jeff. Like,
No,
all
not
of
everybody.
Windhand did that.
Yeah, I mean, I want to feel the accomplishment of being able to play a whole song the whole way through. But as you guys know, you see how much time that I put into this show, playing everything day to day, to week to week to week. And now that I'm off work and all that other stuff, and I'm able to concentrate on getting the show that I created a long time ago back in order, which was Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday show. That's what I did a long time ago. And then from that came this show, the Whale show, and the Mom show, man. So there's a lot of stuff coming up this week. You got the 907 Global Music Co-op coming up Friday. So any of you guys on this panel that have an original song you want on that show, please send it my way. Just send me a link. And anybody in the chat that has an original piece of music that wants to be on the 907 this Friday, send me a link to metalheadhippie@yahoo.com, and I'll do my best to get that song on the show. Sunday, if you're a sponsor of the show, which I greatly appreciate, Send me a song for Sunday also, man. Watch out for the mom show. It's the first one in a little while. And you guys answered the call in spectacular fashion, man. You have till the 27th to get your entries in. If you have an original piece of metal music, please get it to me by the 27th and keep it unlisted. If you make an unlisted cover, send that to me. Keep it unlisted. If you made a piece of metal and you do not see you on Mom, then I did not get you on the list. So if you have a piece of metal you put out during the month of October, you need to send me that link right away. If you know you're on the Mom show, please don't double up in the same category. And show up Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Mom show. It's going to be an awesome show, man. You guys answered the call in a stellar fashion. It's going to be the biggest Mom show yet, man. Dominic, Francis, Ian, I appreciate you guys coming on here and being a part of this, man. Entertaining the community, letting the people know a little bit more about you, man, on a more intimate level and stuff, to understand why you do what you do and why you're here in this community making music. I really appreciate you guys answering the call to that, man. Anybody that wants to be on this show, all you need to do is let me know. If we can get you on here and get you situated with your mic and your sound and your audio, we'll get you on here. It's just not, hey, I want to be on here, man. Yeah, cool show. Huh? Yeah. It's not that easy, man. You have to be set up correctly. There's some people that understand what it takes, but it's just not, hey, raise my hand, can I be on the show? You need to have a little bit of stuff to do that. Dominic understands that well. He was ready to rock and roll on the show the first time, and his stuff took a crap. And we did the best we could to get him on, and we did. And then he wanted to be on again. He went out and got an interface, and now he's all hooked up, and he's ready to roll in stellar fashion. And a lot of you guys can do the same thing if you want to be on the show. Right on. Any parting words, anybody? Ian, we're going to take us out, so do you have any parting words for the community here?
Just apologies in advance if my system craps out and you keep getting jumps, but other than that, have fun, and if you can't have fun, come home.
Right on. Well, you're sounding pretty good right now, so hopefully we can get a couple of tunes out of you.
Keep fingers crossed.
If you don't have both windows open, I think you'll be okay, man. Honestly, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it seems to be improved. So.
Right on. With that, Dominic, Francis, Ian, thank you for being here and being on the show. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, man. Boom, and I hope to have you back sometime very soon, man. For the next W.A.L.E show, people, this is what we hope we have lined up. We have Bradexample, Mr. Rock, Hugh Caldwell, and Rick Romanelli, man. That's going to be a spectacular show, man. These are usually 4-people show or 4-performer shows. And, but hopefully, it's time constraints and schedules with everybody, man. It takes a lot to get one of these shows put together where we can get people that are willing to be right there at that time and take the time to be here. And it takes a little bit to get them situated and sorted out, man. But we do the best we can to bring you a good show. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. And, boom, we're going to have Mr. Ian Luckett take us out here, man. Ian, what do you got for us, bro?
I thought I'd do a Peter Gabriel track.
Right on.
That I kind of like doing. And then I don't know, I might do a Simon and Garfunkel.
Right on.
If that's not going to get you a global hit. But also, thank you for having us on, Jeff. Thanks for letting us entertain the fine folks.
Thank you for having us on. Thank you for giving us a platform. Thank you for bringing us together, man. This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cheese whiz. Yeah.
Nice.
Right on, man. You all you guys rock, man. And thank you, man. And like I said, man, you're welcome back anytime. And hopefully, if I ever have a dry spot where somebody has to last minute bail, any one of you guys are welcome to come on and fill a spot if you have the time to do so, man. You're always welcome back, and I really appreciate you being available to do that, man. Rock on?
Sweet.
Right on. Mr. Ian Luckett, are you going to take us out of here?
Yeah, okay. This is Secret World by Peter Gabriel.
Right on.
this unsheltered place till I could hear the face behind the face. All had gone before, it left no trace. Down by the railway siding, in a secret world we were colliding, and all the places we were hiding, love. What was it we were thinking of? So I watched you wash your hair underwater, unaware, and the plane flies through the air. Did you think that we would have to use it? You and I alone could lose it, and all the places we were hiding, love. What was it we were thinking of? In this house of make-believe, divided into like Adam and Eve. You put out and I receive. Down by the railway siding, in a secret world we were colliding, and all the places we were hiding, love. What was it we were thinking of? And the wheel is turning round and round, and the house still stands, but its stairway sound. With no guilt, no shame, sorrow or blame. Whatever it is, we're all the same. Making it up in our secret world. Making it up in our secret world. Making it up in our secret world. Making it up, breaking it up, making it up in our secret world. See things that were not there on a wing, on a prayer. In this state of disrepair, down by the railway siding, in a secret world we were colliding, and all the places we were hiding, love. What was it we were thinking of? Shh. Listen.
Boom. Mr. Ian Luckett, man. Awesome stuff. Folks, we're going to do one more from Ian. He's going to take us out, and Ian's going to give a little say goodnight and wave us off, and that will be the show, man. Log off.
Okay.
Ian, could you do me a favor before you play this next song?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just double check your settings in StreamYard? Make sure that your stuff is checked off the way it should be.
I think it is. I think it's just this connection.
I think it's the connection too, but I just want to make sure.
It is. Yeah, it's all set the way it should be.
Okay.
Right on. Folks, I want to thank everybody for showing up for tonight's show, man. Again, remember, we're going to have a show like this again Tuesday if we can get it together and it all goes smooth. And this weekend from the Metalhead Hippie channel, you will have shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I hope to see you all there, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Dominic, Ian, Francis, y'all rock, and thank you. Right on, man. Good night, folks. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you in the shows, I hope to see you around sometime soon. If you're new here, please consider subbing and hitting that like button, man. I really appreciate that. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about the show and the performers. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot. So, yeah, if you can do that, I'd really appreciate it, man. Mr. Luckett, you want to take us out of here? What are you going to do for us?
I thought I'd do a Simon and Garfunkel one, which is my favourite Simon and Garfunkel, which is The Boxer.
Right on. Good night, folks.
I'm just a poor boy, my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such a promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie, 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 lie. La 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 la. Asking only workmen's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the girls on 7th Avenue. I do declare, there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Then I'm laying out my winter clothes, wishing I was gone, going home. But the New York City winters on, bleeding me, going home. In the corner stands a boxer, and I fight it by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down, or cracked him till he cried out in his anger and his shame. I'm leaving, but the fighter still remains. I'm leaving, the fighter still remains. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. I sincerely hope that you heard most of that, and have a good time, everybody. Take care. Bye.